Welcome in, Trust the Prophets. We're having some technical difficulties. Sean's trying to figure some things out on his end. Let me know in the chat if you're hearing me okay, because Sean could hear me, but it seems like some things were not working in StreamYard. So let me know if you're hearing me. All right. Well, that's good. You can hear me. I could see Sean and see his lips moving, but could not hear him. He's going to try to do a quick restart and see if that works for him. And it seems weird because I wasn't hearing the startup music on here either. So maybe if he comes back in, you might be able to hear him anyway. And maybe there's an issue with StreamYard. All right, Hot Rod, everybody checking in. Bobby D, what's up? Stevie G, loud and clear. Henry Senor, Neil, glad to see everybody. Lost Squishy, pick 6 at Santa Anita. Man, I was upset on opening day at Keeland. I was riding pretty well. Got 5 deep into the pick 6, got to the last leg, had 2 horses in the race, took 1 horse off my ticket, and wouldn't you know that horse won. I had a $12 ticket. It was just a $12 pick 6. And I missed out on $5,500 by taking 1 horse off my ticket. I did get a consolation pick 6. Keeland does do consolations. So I got a consolation pick 6. And even that paid a little over $100 for my $12 wager. Normally you wager $12 and you're pretty happy with 100 and something, but I missed out on a big pick 6 payday. So a little upset about that. But look, really quickly, looks like we got about 3 minutes to post here. So going to go over this really fast. Just take a look here at the odds. Hopefully Sean joins us quickly because he had everything pulled up to be able to show the races here. But a little surprised that Mechanic Susie taking so much money here. The 5, I believe, is who both Kurt and Stretch were picking here. That one looks like also 9-5 right now. The 1 is 5-2, and the 1 is my pick. I like the 1 a little bit more than the others in here. Here's the thing about the 1. If you're a regular in here, we're getting Cumberbatch from Ali. Sounds like an upgrade to me. As a matter of fact, it should be a good night for me because Ronald Ali is not in any races tonight. So I don't have that to worry about. Although if you look at the number 3 in this race, this horse is called The Ronald. I'm pretty sure they named this horse after Ronald Ali because he is such an icon of racing up there. Maybe not. But anyway, I do like the 1 on top. I think the 5 is going to be a little bit tough. And it's hard to leave the 5 and the 2 off underneath, but I'm going to try to beat them with the 1 here. But combining those, let me take a look at some exacta probables really quickly here. The 5-1's paying the least, but even that's paying about 5-1. Not horrible, but with the 1 on top, just a few cents more, about 50 cents more. So not too bad. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong, Tom. Maybe they did name it after him then, Tom. Makes sense. All right. Looks like they're showing 0 minutes. Up here, it seems like lately that means we've got 2 or 3 minutes here. So we'll put something together really quickly. We got 2-1 on the 1 and the 2, 9-5 on the 5. So pretty close between those. The 4 is 5-1 and 3 is 12-1. Jenny Mack, welcome in. Everybody just bet what Jenny bets. Jenny's been on fire. Although we had a pretty good lounge last Thursday. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a little bit about the lounge coming up. But let's see. Exacta box. Jenny's going with a 1-2 and then a daily double 5 with the 5, 6, 7, 8. Good luck, Jenny. Tom's playing a tri-box 2, 4, 5. And we are headed to the gate. 5's taking a lot of money here, 7 to 5. We'll figure out where we're going here. Trying to get things resolved here, double checking everything with the video here, the audio, to see if we can figure out what's going on with Sean here. Hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. What's up, Marv? 2 minutes to post. We're 2 minutes past 0, and we're 2 minutes to post. So tomorrow is the last day in the meet at Assiniboia. Tonight is our last Tuesday night lights, and chances are that the jackpot pick 5 does not go down tonight. So tomorrow will be a mandatory payout. Marv, tomorrow's the day we want to play the pick 5 here at Assiniboia for sure. I will definitely be putting my ticket together. What's up, Jay Worms? Welcome in. Sean will be joining me here in a minute. We're trying to figure out why we were having so much difficulty. And not sure what's going on. I'm trying to look at everything. Yeah, that's what I was seeing as well, Tom. It looked like they're expecting a pretty big payout. A pretty big pull, should I say. I'm hoping for a big payout. Oh, look at that. The 1 all of a sudden is the favorite at 6 to 5. That is the horse I like. I don't like the switch in the odds, but the 5-1's still lower in the exactas. What's up, Dan? Welcome in. And the double pull, the 5 to the 9, and the next is the lowest. So it is the 5 on top in the doubles as well. Good luck, Danny. Danny's playing a 5-1-2 straight try. Ice cold. Yeah, Tom, and the way it gets pretty chalky, it's like that is definitely the case. And, people will be spread, and the calls will come in and play their share of tickets. All right, let's see what we got here. To the gate. I can't get past the 2 top horses here. And looking at the doubles, this would about a little more than double up, even on the shortest end. So I'm just going to play a $5 exacta box, 1-5. And hope we get the 1 on top instead of the 5. There are the races.
Let's go.
Let everybody know if you can hear Sean as well. Sean, I'm assuming that they can hear you, but it's really weird because it seems like they can hear me, but I can't hear any audio playing
weird
through the browser. So now that you're on the live stream, I think I'm gonna jump out and see if I can restart mine and let you run with it for a second here.
Okay, no worries. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys.
Everybody, let Sean know if you're hearing him and hearing the broadcast of the race.
Down, and the Ronald battled through the opening quarter of 25 and 3. 3 wide, falls.
All right, Sean.
Dragged to the lead.
What
then
do
a
we
gap
have?
of
I mean,
4 lengths
at 1-5.
back.
Okay.
Pinky Ring Bling and Mechanic Susie. They're running as a pair as they're closing in on the leaders. But Lansdowne has that lead by a neck through a quick half in 48 and 3. To the outside, falsely accused. Mechanic Susie with a pile of horse on the inside is going to be looking for room. Pinky Ring Bling and the Ronald, they hit the head of the lane, and the rail opens for Mechanic Susie, who just shoots on through and has the lead by a length. Lansdowne going to try and battle back.
Whitehall.
Cues to the outside. A 16th of a mile to go. But Manitoba Sensation, that's Mechanic Susie. She's going to win it very close for second and third between Falsely Accused and Lansdowne.
Okay, Marv can hear me, but not loud and clear. Okay, weird. And there's an echo going on. Weird. Now that Tim's dropped off, is there still an echo? Just to help us, folks. Thank you. That was a great ride by Antonio. What was his odds? Mechanic Susie. Boy, did she have a strong way to... Good job, little squishy. Huh.
The Stewart's
No
opposed to
echo.
number 2,
So I wonder if that was
Susie.
Tim. So you can sound... Okay, so you can hear me. I wonder if that was Tim.
Results of the photo.
Okay. Thanks,
number
Tom.
5, Falsely Accused.
You can barely hear
second.
me. Okay.
Third goes to number 1, Lansdowne, and fourth to number 4, Pinky Ring Bling. They went the opening quarter 25
yeah, I hear
and 3.
like a
the half 48 and 3.
echo in the
6
back there,
furlongs,
but...
114 and 1. Time for the 7 furlongs, 126 and 4.
Okay. Well, you can barely hear me. Okay, Jenny. You may be having some problems, and I don't know what exactly it is. We're trying to resolve this. Oh, good job, it's Baudo. Well, it's been a long year. Let me see if I can do something here. Hold on. Now, let me see if I remove this. Does that sound better without the video? I'm just trying to see. Great call, LQ. Fantastic. We're just trying to see what's going on here. I'm definitely hearing a vacuum. Sounds the same. Okay.
Balloon and Elton Dickey.
All right.
Trained by Elton Dickey
right there.
and ridden to victory by Antonio Whitehall. Time for the 7 furlongs. 126 and 4. Number 2, Mechanic Susie, was proudly bred right here in Manitoba by Larry Falloon.
I'm going to wait until Tim gets back, and then I'm going to try to get back. Yeah. Neil can't hear me either. Weird. Okay. Is that any better? But Mike can hear me. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Just trying to see how we're doing this here. You can hear me okay. Neil can't hear me at all. Jenny can barely hear me. Oh, you can hear me, Mike. And Mike, congratulations on your win today, bud. Great job at Parks. Steve can hear me. Little Squishy can hear me. This is weird that half of the people can hear me fine, the other people can't. This is kind of a weird thing. Never had this before.
Race 1 is official in the upcoming
you can hear me fine
race.
on YouTube.
The
Interesting.
Ken McDougall Stakes Race.
I'm very
there
quiet.
There are no changes.
Well, I'm a very quiet person.
Rolling doubles and rolling pick 3.
I'm very shy.
Here in race number 2, they'll go to post in 14 minutes.
Weird, huh? So somehow on YouTube you can hear me, but on here, that's weird. Okay. Huh. Well, go figure. Did anyone have that, by the way? 2.5. Paid $16.90 for $1.20. Try 251.726. 20-cent super 11.74. Okay, weird. Quieter than usual. Okay, Vince. Thank you. We're trying to work this all out. We don't quite know what's going on here. I apologize. Don't know if it's our stream or if they're having problems or what's going on. But the fact that you guys can hear me says my mic's not broke. But okay. No. Okay. Well, bring. Okay. There we go. This thing's going all weird tonight. There we go. Very strange. And Tim could barely hear me at all. Couldn't hear me at all. So I wonder if it's our stream here that's having a little trouble here. Oh. So Tom, you can hear me now?
And ladies and gentlemen, directing your attention back down to the winner's enclosure. Our Manitoba Strong winner. Manitoba Strong is in a collaboration with CTHS Manitoba, HPPA Manitoba, and Assiniboia Downs have created a monthly program that does recognize Manitoba breds and the respected trainers.
Can you
Rate
hear?
points are awarded
you can hear
on
Kurt,
a
his
first to
calls.
fifth
I'm
basis,
just curious.
and at the end of each month, the point totals are calculated, and the leading.
There you go. Okay. Okay. So you can now hear me, Tom. That's good. Okay. Weird, folks. Weird. Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mel. Thought and those squishy can hear me. Okay. All right. Yeah. I turned my volumes up full, so I can't go any higher. So I don't know how. But okay. So we didn't win the first race, but we'll move right on to the second race. Antonio Whitehall going for that rider's title. Already with one win tonight. You knew he'd be busy. Just a note, stay tuned, folks. There may or may not be a cocktail lounge. Neil, my volume's up as high as it can, so I don't know. I can't go any higher, unfortunately. Let me see here. See if I can somehow. No, okay. Is that any better? So let me know if that's any better. I tried something there. Marv, that's a great question. I'm going to look that up. Very strange. He's 9 behind. Oh yeah, he'll have to win like every race now for tomorrow. If he wins 5 and 5 and Bino doesn't win anything, then yeah. I think Antonio just wants to win every race around 7 furlongs. Where Bino is a much more short and long. Wow, 56 to 47. Oh yeah, well yeah. So we don't know. So Woodbine, unfortunately, this week we may have a little bit of a problem. The fact that Woodbine does not run this week on Thursday due to the fact that it's Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday. Therefore, they don't run on and we're not going back to Chucktown, and we may be out of track. So we don't. We're gonna have to see. And Remington goes until like 11 p.m. So we don't know quite what we're doing. We'll keep you updated as the week goes along. But we'll see about that. Have a meeting about that later today. Just scratch the favorite. Oh, they just scratched the favorite. Oh wow, the 9. Wow. Thanks, Bobby. So we'll let you know. Hey, J Worm, how are you? Santa Anita. That is an interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, Hot Rod. The only problem is they go until like 11 p.m. So I don't know. Remedy, yeah. So we'll see what's going on there. It's tough to do 2 shows until like 11 p.m. like 2 nights in a row, But that'd be Tuesday and Thursday. But we'll see. Yeah, Marv. That's what we're kind of discussing. Even could be Santa Anita. That's going on, but don't. Yeah. So we'll see. Excellent suggestion, Marv. So we got 8 minutes to race 2. Yeah, Paul, we just like having you join us, bud. Don't worry about that. We love having you. And right now we have a field of 8. They just scratched the 9. Move out west of my time zone, exactly. That's right. Yeah, you're just a couple of weeks from the Breeders' Cup. You're excited. So the 9, Are You Not Entertained, has been scratched. The Thousands Words Baby has been scratched, which means right now the favorite is the first-time starter Business Tycoon for A2 Thoroughbreds in True North. Michael Knott, Antonio Whitehall, has been doing a lot of workouts here. Go to Bayou Evangeline Downs. James does quarter horses, so we're looking into that all. We'll make that decision when we come up to it. Bobby D, Exacta Box 5-8 and 4-6. Good luck, Bobby. Yeah, that would have been great, James. Exactly. Yeah. So, James, what those tracks do down in Louisiana is they all have quarter horses and they all move around. So when the thoroughbred meet moves from Evangeline, the quarter horses move into there, and then and they go all around. Neil's got an 845 try box. Hey, Fap, how are you? Our man down under, saying hello. Always great to see you. Crazy. So we got 6 minutes until race 2. And let's take a look here. Kurt's got 735 and Stretch has got 387. And Neil's got 845. And Bobby's got 5846. So they're kind of on the same page. All right. Let's look at this field. All right. The 1 was 50-1 morning line is now 7-1. Okay. Is coming 5th by 12 lengths and 6th by 13 lengths. I think you really need to step up tonight to do something there. Not your favorite, I hear you, Vince. Moonshine Boogie, Lisa Pruitt, first time starter with Hewitt. We got Pruitt and Hewitt. That's like a rhyme. Has worked out a couple of times. 10-1 again. You have to show a little bit more, but first time Lasix for Lisa. She's done it twice and she's won once. So, and first time starter, she's 20%. So she's got some formula working there. That's for sure. With 5 starters and has won 1. Madeline to the max. Taphorn and Patterson 3-1 off a 10-1 morning line. And look at, hey, Michael's got 5-3-1 here. And let me see here. Yeah, this horse has worked out a lot. So 102, 103, 102, 51, 103, 40. So this horse has worked a lot, and so far the betting board. Look at that. Stretch picks the 3, and first time starters out is only 11%, and he's 9% with 2-year-olds. So this is kind of unusual standing, if you will, here. Taphorn, not known as the first starting guy there, which is interesting. But let's see. And then the 4 Ranger Town is a 6-1 off a 25-1 morning line. Jerry Gorno and Chickness, who's 5 for 25, by the way. And came in a nice second to the right way last time. It had inside speed and gave way. So that's an interesting one. The 5 is the Business Tycoon, Michael Null, Antonio Whitehall. 40% first-time starters. That's incredible. 1 for 2 first-time Lasix, 18% 2-year-olds, 31% sprint, 20% maiden special weight. I mean, all the boxes check off this for this 5. Check out his workouts: 2 out of 9, 3 out of 6, 5 out of 5. So he seems to go big and then bat. And again, to go has got a hot tip on the 3. Marv B's like a tri-key box 3 with the 2, 4, 5. Danny Bass, hey buddy, got a 5, 6, 7, 3 super box. James is a force, has experience, which should help absolutely. I always prefer horses that have run versus horses that haven't. That's always I mean, obviously, if you see a first timer, then you can do it. But Saturday's Babe, 11-1. Judy Hunter, Townsend, not known for first-time starters at all. She hasn't even won with one. So until she actually does something there, then that would not be there. And then Hot Rod Hansen. Hey, Hot Rod, your cousin's horse is running here. Hot Rod Hansen, Deborah Hansen, Shavian Bell. This horse would definitely need to, not bad workouts, but and she's 1 for 1. She's only had 1 first-time starter, and she won. So, hey, there you go. Oh no, yeah, is that the first just killed me? I hear your mouth. At Keeland, that was definitely a big thing. And and the 8 is Counting on You, first-time starter, Jared Brown, out of Counter Force, Smart Strike, Deshaun Bino, the leading rider aboard. And so there you go. That's an interesting, and the 9, what a big scratch that is. Okay. So, interesting field here. And when you're looking at the board, obviously the word is out now. The 3 is a maximum security baby. I'm sure there's not a lot of maximum security babies up in the Assiniboia area. There's Tim.
All right, looks like we got everything worked out, Sean.
Yeah, all right. Now you can hear me okay, bud?
I can.
Okay, good. Okay, good. There you go. Now he's bummed, folks. He can actually hear me. He's like, oh, we almost got rid of him. So close. So close. Exactly. Still echo? Okay. Well, that's all right. We'll work through it. All right, Tim. Who are your top 3 here, my good man?
All right. Let me get that pulled back up, Sean. I restarted everything. That still didn't work. I was actually working in the background. I came in again, and it still wasn't working. And then I dropped out and came back in, and it still wasn't. And then all of a sudden, it just came on, and you were mid sentence and just started talking and started working.
Oh, good. All right.
Wow, what happened to the 9 here, Sean?
A late scratch.
Yeah, I mean, I see that it's scratched, but I was wondering if they said anything. So just a late scratch, huh?
Yeah, just a late scratch. I didn't
Interesting.
Have yeah.
I didn't have the 9 on top though. I know I think both Kurt and Stretch picked the 9, but I did not have the 9. I like one of the first time starters, and it's not one of the ones that that they liked. They didn't have this horse picked at all, but I look up on the board and the horse is 7-5 in the favorite, so I just can't win.
Yeah, the
How
Michael
many
Knight
times has that happened lately?
and Antonio Whitehall, Zach, yeah, trying to get out of Fed Biz, you know.
Yeah, and when I looked, FedBiz Sean as with his first time starters, he hit 16% with his first time starter 2-year olds, which is a higher percentage than anything else he has. I mean, his regular winners aren't that high and everything. Um, Magic Vixen doesn't. She's only had 6 starters and only had 1/3 out of the 6, but. I thought that the workouts made a lot of sense when you look at the works. And here's the other thing. Michael Nault with his first time starters, he's had 10 first time starters and he's won 4 of 10.
Yeah.
He's won 4 of 10. So 40%. I definitely thought that this horse was gonna have a chance. I did not expect this horse to be 5-2. That really, or 8-5, excuse me. That really surprises me. I mean, even 4-1 on the morning line. And I guess maybe it's the scratch of the 9 that really made this one a huge favorite, but I didn't expect this. I did.
Always the college driven. And Colin, where's the contest this weekend for the double down? If you can let us know where you will be heading to for doubling down. Joe, Jenny,
it's coming from Colin, so it's take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, exactly. Total grain of salt. Total grain of salt. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he's there. Special guest this week. Exactly. So okay, there we go. So all right, Tim. I think I know what I'm going to do here.
All right, let's do this.
Go with the betting public here. I'm just going to do a $2 exacta box 358.
$2 exacta box 358.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The 7 Hot Rod Hansen. Yeah, that's not known as the Deborah Hansen is not known as the first time queen but she is 1 for 1. But she's not usually known for the exactly. Special guest on Doubling Down this week, my friends. You'll have to tune in. Curtis has got 10 to win in the 8. Good luck, Curtis. Hope y'all win. Bringing our man Kurt here.
Dress Me Up will be the first one into the starting gate. Moonshine Boogie, the first time starter, goes in.
Moonshine Boogie. We got Pruitt and Hewitt.
Madeline to the max, another first time starter, walks up. And in.
What DMs am I supposed to be checking, Colin?
Ranger Town will be next.
I looked at messages.
Here comes Business Tycoon, a current 2-1 favorite.
X. I looked in here.
J Worms got across in the 4. Good luck, J Worm.
Let's get ready to race.
Another first-time starter ready to go in.
Bobby D's got win in the 1, 15 to 1. Nice price there, bud.
Just 2 left to load. Hot Rod Hansen, the first-timer.
I hope Hot Rod at least
Now
put like
just
2
waiting
across
on the other
on the...
first-time starter, counting on you. Counting on you, getting a little extra help from the gate crew. Now in, they're at the post, and they're off. Hopping at the start was Business Tycoon. From the inside, Dress Me Up. Showing some good early speed and opening up the lead by a length. Ranger Town putting on the pressure in second. Hot Rod Hansen moving up with a bold 3-wide move to engage the leaders. Sitting back, Madeline to the max in third to the outside, Counting on You. Then it's Business Tycoon, Moonshine Boogie, and the trailer, Saturday's Babe. The opening quarter, 24 seconds. Dress
Looks like we're
Me
getting a
Up.
7-5 favorite off the board.
Still the leader by a length. Hot Rod Hansen to the outside in second. Moving up in third. That's Madeline to the max on the rail. A wide move, Counting on
3 and
You.
8.
And
Come on,
Ranger
8.
Town, they hit the head of the lane.
Outside. Come on, 3.
Dress Me Up. Trying to hang on to the lead, but here comes Madeline to the max on the
Get up, 8.
inside. Saturday's
inside
Babe.
3. Oh, the
Full
6-6.
run on the outside, just mowing them down. It's Saturday's Babe, who's gonna get the win. Madeline to the max in second, third to Dress Me Up, and fourth, Counting on You.
So we had a, let's see. Jury duty. Good luck, Colin. I'm next month. So right there, we just had a first-timer win. The trainers 0 for 7 with first starters, 0 for 2 with first-time Lasix, 0 for 7 with maiden specials. But hey, they won it 9-1. So
The Stewart's opposed to number 6, Saturday's Babe. As your race winner,
Jenny,
second
nice
goes to number
job.
3,
Where's
Madeline
Jenny?
to the max. Third to number 1,
Jenny's
Dress
been
Me Up,
on
and fourth
fire.
to number 8, Counting on You. They went the opening quarter, 24 seconds. The half, 47 and 4. 5 furlongs,
Look
101
at this.
and 3.
Jenny Mac.
The 6 furlongs.
Look at that.
1:15.
6 and 7. Oh, couldn't get the exact, a nice win in place there, Jenny. Where did Madeline finish? Madeline finished second. So, Uncle Sully with his daughter play. That could be a burn, but the Sully hit with his oldest daughter play, coming in second. James was scared of the 6. Yeah, that's that guy, Sully. Exactly, yeah. Saturday Night Lights is a monster sire. Yeah, absolutely. And out of any given Saturday, Tim. I picked 513, 813 for the try. Oh man, so close, Michael. Well, the people down in the table will still be proud of Michael for playing the area code. Yeah, Sire hitting a 25% firsters. Wow, that's getting it done.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of Ken McDougall's stakes race.
Here's the
That's
Sire
number
fee was
6,
a steak dinner.
Saturday's Babe. Saturday's Babe is a big gelding, 2 years old, by Saturday Night Lights. Under the mare's Smokin'
Pick
Babe
5 time.
by Harlan's
Are these
Holiday.
mandatory now?
Owned by Dark Cloud
No,
Racing.
tomorrow.
Trained
Oh,
by
tomorrow,
Judy
okay.
Hunter. And ridden to victory by
Now, would you
Shelton.
play that tomorrow, Tim?
Yes, I'm definitely playing the pick 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Yes, Danny, we will definitely be doing Turfway Park in December. Yes, we will. Look at that. 6-1 Blue Jays, top of the third. Vladdy Guerrero is the man. He is just absolutely killing. He is the Yankee killer. A great job, Jenny. Look at that, Jenny. 21-80, 12-10. Well done, my friend. That is fantastic. crazy. What do we do though, Tim? Except for Jenny and someone else who won, we turn the page.
Definitely.
Yet, thanks to the mayor, we will not be able to live stream the feed from Turfway. The mayor tried to go into CDI's offices and they kicked him out. Crazy. Oh well. Did we lose Tim again?
No, I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, no, I was just making sure. Yep.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the settings because your volume is a little bit low.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, and your mic is turned all the way up in the stream here, so.
Yeah, it's all the way up. Yeah. Weird. Huh. Tim, just while we have a second here, how was your weekend at Keeland?
I mean, it was a great weekend. The weather was incredible, and had a great time, and saw a bunch of people, and hung out with Keith a little bit. Talked to Matt for a while on Saturday about some of the races and some of the things going on. But great weekend of racing. I didn't get to go on Friday, but I played the pick six, almost hit the first 5 legs and just missed in the last leg. Got T-gaffed again. Tyler won, and I didn't have him, and it just kills me because I took him off, and I had a really skinny ticket, and it was a $5,500 payout. But beyond that, I still had a few good hits, and caught a couple of horses at some prices. So not a bad weekend for sure. But here's the thing. They have that new building done in the paddock, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's amazing, Sean. So the building is complete on the outside, and you don't have the construction, but they're still working on the interior. Now, the jocks room is done, and the jockeys are in there, but all of the facilities upstairs and the restaurants and the different things, they won't be open till spring.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and here's what I kept talking to a bunch of people about. I've always thought Keeland's a beautiful place. It's kind of magical. I say that it's just very majestic when you walk in there, the way it feels.
Sure.
And this new paddock, when they built the one at Churchill, I mean, it's like otherworldly, right? You can tell that they spent so much money on it, and you get there, and the thing about the paddock is that it just doesn't fit in with the rest of the track. It looks so modern and so extravagant, and don't get me wrong, it's extremely nice. But the paddock at Keeland, that new building, looks like it's been there forever, Sean.
That's awesome. Wonderful.
They made it fit in so well with everything else there. It's got the same stone as the rest of the buildings there, and the main clubhouse and the grandstand and everything, and it just looks so good. And here's the other thing: when you go to Churchill and you stand there at the paddock, it's like that thing's designed to keep you away from the horses and the people in the paddock, right?
Yeah.
You feel like an outsider looking in.
Yes.
Not at Keeland. They designed the whole thing to bring the public in.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're a part of it, and everybody's right there. And they took that second paddock there that was on the right, Sean, and they made that into a stakes winner circle.
Oh wow! Okay.
So they bring the stakes horses back inside, and do the winner circle photos and everything right there, and it was really cool.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, it was really cool. But it's a great facility. It's incredible, and I can't wait till they open everything in spring, and I get to experience that as well. But I love it. I love it. It's just so beautiful.
I am definitely intending on getting back there in the spring, hopefully with
It'll be awesome.
nicer weather. And I'll get to experience it with you. Should be fun. For sure. Exactly. So, all right. So we got 11 minutes. Yeah, Keeland's definitely a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, James, it's like made for us. The thing about Keeland is you just feel like you're right there and right a part of everything. And obviously you don't get to go into the paddock, but everybody's right there in front of you. And Matt was actually in the paddock when I was talking to him, and he came right up to the rail, and we're standing there talking, and it's just that's just the way it's designed. But the horses are right there, they circle right in front of you. You almost feel like you can reach across the hedges and touch them, and they're that close, and great experience.
I thought it was so cool to see when he did his video of all the people. Like he did it from inside the paddock.
Right.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, great place.
That's fantastic.
All right, Sean, what'd you think here in race 3?
Yeah, this is an interesting race, isn't it? Huh?
I don't know, Jenny. Sean, what do you think? Is it as classy as Parks?
No, not even close. Not like that.
But the tote system doesn't keep going down either.
Right. Exactly. Right, exactly. There's no big tote delay. Exactly. But Keeland can keep trying though, Tim. Right? They're trying to catch up.
That's
closer.
why they built that whole new facility.
Right, exactly. Because they felt
trying to keep
inferior
up with the
to.
Parks.
Exactly. Because Parks has $2 million races, they don't. So they're feeling a little bit of gypped there. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Michael, Sean is in Boston, and I'm in the Louisville, Kentucky area.
Yep. Welcome, Michael. Thank you, sir, for joining us. All right. So this is an interesting race. I'll read the conditions. Maiden 7,500, purse 10,000. Fillies for maiden 3-year-olds and up. 3-year-olds, and we have a field of 5 with the 6.
6 is out.
Now scratching. Okay. Yeah, I thought this is an interesting race. Clearly, the 5 is a drop down by Tiffany Husbands. She gets Bino to come back on this horse. This horse has been running against Do Not, Claiming Force, and Spike It Rich. I think all those horses would be 3 to 5 in these fields. Probably knows it's the last week, trying to get a win with this horse in a realistic spot, and I just think this horse is going to be very tough here. The 2 Rocky Top Mischief. This is the question mark for me here, because the horse dropped from maiden special down to maiden 7,500, which I would think would really be like right up the horse's alley. And the horse stopped. I remember watching this race. I thought this horse was going to win for fun, and it just tired. So I don't know if this is the 6 furlongs is exactly what this horse wants, especially if it's on the lead. Maybe if it comes from behind, which it has before, it can maybe pick up a piece if he decides to take him back rather than go forward. But if he goes forward, he just doesn't seem to want to hang on. So I don't really. You can use this horse underneath, obviously, but he's not a slam dunk to me. And the 3rd horse was the 1 Canadian Lights. Judy Hunter, here's Judy Hunter again with Rashawn Knight. So we got this horse was first time Lasix, and again her numbers are, she's better at maiden claiming. She's trying to get the daily double here. It goes from Paris to Knights, first time Lasix. Ran against these guys, just 4-6 wide, lacked a rally, but you can excuse that in the first time, and people do improve second time. So I thought this horse was interesting underneath. So I was 5, 2, and 1. No, we've lost you again there, Tim.
Oh, I'm muted because I was getting an echo in the background.
Oops, sorry. Yep, there you go.
All right, but yeah, I was just saying that you see that Kurt and Stretch both have the exact same pick. Stretch actually has them in the same order as you. Those horses do look tough, and I think beyond those, it gets a little bit more wide open, but I do think that when you look at all the horses in here, the the 3 looks like a real long shot, unless that one improves drastically. The 4 has only had one race to where the horse really wasn't almost double digits or double digits, so it's really tough for me in a 5-horse race to get outside those 3. But
Sure.
we'll try to play it here in a way to where we can make some money.
Absolutely.
Neil says he still can't hear you, Sean.
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird, Neil. It's just like I was saying earlier. I came in and I even had Colin was looking in the background and he came in and could hear everything fine. And I restarted my whole system thinking it was something wrong, but maybe it's the software that we use and the website. Maybe they're having some kind of issues, because
Yeah, they
mine,
could, yeah.
I was in here and Sean was muted and I was watching him and there was no sound, and all of a sudden in mid-sentence it just started working.
Yeah. And there's kind of an echo tonight that we usually don't have. So I wonder if they're it may be their programming. It may not necessarily be our system, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear a bit of an echo as well, and Nick said the same thing. He's got the echo and he can hear us both clearly. So it's just really weird. It's like it's almost like it's regional or situational.
Yeah, very strange.
Some people are having issues and others aren't. Definitely strange.
I'll hold up signs, Nick, to say hello to you. So you can hear me.
We always post our pics, so you've got that for you. But Sean, we need to do this. If it is the last Tuesday Night Lights, and this just happened.
Riders up!
Have to love it. Have to love it. That's now the luck will turn around, Tim, for sure now. Now we're gonna feel the mojo. Now that we've had riders up. What were your top 3, Tim?
Yeah, I also agreed on the 5. I mean, out of most of these horses were in that race that the 5 ran 2 back. 4 of these were in that race. Now, that's 4 including the 6 who scratched out. So 3 of these that are still running were in that race, and I just think that going back and watching that race, the 5 was just much the best of the 5. The 1 and the 2. So I did like the 5 best. I will say that I'm not convinced on the 2, and I think that the 2 prefers a little bit more distance almost, and even though it has showed speed in that last race, but I like the 1 a little bit more than the 2.
Yep.
Horses on the track. Yeah, Sean, and I heard you in the background while I was working on everything talking about the jockey's title. The jockey and trainer's title both are decided.
Yeah. Okay.
Whitehall cannot catch Bino, and then nobody can catch Kepler.
Okay, got it. Okay. Nice. Okay.
So the next 2 trainers behind him, they don't have enough. Nault and Gorno, neither one have enough to catch you. He's 7 up on Nault and 8 up on Gorno, and neither one of them have that many over the next 2 nights.
Okay. By the way, just while Tim's formulating his pick here, I just quickly say for my boy Brendan Walsh, can Brendan Walsh lose on anything right now? The man is absolutely on fire. Gin, everything he's sending out. That first timer that's the half to to Mischievous, she could be quite the horse too. There was a lot of good horses this weekend, Tim, that definitely worth stable male worthy.
Yeah, for sure. And he definitely was on fire. But how about Saturday, Johnny B?
Oh, the GOAT.
And anything he was on, you had to bet. He won 5 races.
Yeah, 5 races. Unbelievable.
He won half the races on the card.
Curtis Sinet has a try box 1, 2, 4, 5. Danny Bass got a 1, 4, 5 try box. Good luck, my friends.
So you were 5-2-1 also, Sean.
Yep.
Just like Stretch there.
It seems when the 2 comes from behind, he runs better. And then when he's on the lead, he doesn't like to, so I don't know. Curtis will touch that after the race. That's a great question about Miss Anna. Hold that question. That's a great question. One we'll have a discussion on for sure.
Yeah, the Breeders' Cup is shaping up to have some interesting storylines.
Yes.
And the distaff just kind of opened wide up for Baffert. Or the sprint, excuse me. But how about Ted Noffey?
Oh my God, huh? That horse is the real deal.
He's something. I watched his 2 races before Saturday, Sean, and the one thing that I noted was his stride is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And he's just got reach and drive, and he just really strides out, and it just looks powerful, and he's got really good turnover. And he was just begging for more distance going into Saturday, and he won that race for fun. And I just think that he even wants more. He's a true 1.25 mile classic type horse, and it would shock me if he doesn't win the juvenile and go into next year as like the early Derby favorite.
No doubt. Jenny Max got race 3 exacta box 3-5, winning place in the 3, and a daily double 1 with 1, 2, 5, 6.
All right, Sean, let's do this real quick. All right, we're going to keep it kind of simple and see if we can make this pay out.
Love
We're going to do a $5 tri-key, 5 with the 1, 2.
Beautiful. Danny's keying the 3 underneath in second or third here and try with 1, 2, 5. If it hits, should pay okay. Second start, showed speed on debut. I'll throw a small win placed on 3 also. Okay, good luck there, bud. Absolutely.
I really wanted to get to the 3 or 4, and I couldn't do it, so.
Yeah. Nick, did you hit any pick 5s or pick 6s this weekend? My friend. You were on a bit of a roll there for a little bit. Hope it continued. Well deserved. We'll bring up Kurt here.
Canadian Lights, the first one to go in.
Canadian Lights.
Here comes Rocky Top Mischief.
Any horse with Rocky Top in the name can't be
Thomas
very good.
Edition from the middle is now in. Just 2 left to load.
Where's Rachel at, Sean?
Rachel?
I was just saying because of my comment. I said any horse with Rocky Top in the name can't be very good.
Oh yeah.
Stanford Star. And now just waiting on the 3 to 5 favorite, Sergeant Philco. They're all set. They're at the post.
And they're off.
And they're off. On the middle of the track, Stanford Star. Flashing early speed to the outside, Sergeant Philco. Rocky Top Mischief now engages a stablemate on the inside and takes over the early lead. Settled back in fourth, Mama's Edition and Canadian Lights will be the early trailer. 5 lengths off of it. Rocky Top Mischief cuts the opening quarter in 24-1 and now opens up the advantage to 4. Sergeant Philco to the outside in second. Mama's Edition.
Well, he likes getting out, but can he finish? You know, because when he goes out to the lead, he is not like those last 16th of a mile.
47
Wow, he's
mile.
powering. Let's see here.
But he's just opened up too much. There's no way.
Did, yeah.
Opened up 9 on the field, and it's in absolute cruise control.
Wow, he showed them, huh?
Top Mischief is gonna win with ease by 8. Canadian Lights rallied for second. Sergeant Philco in third, and fourth to Stanford Star.
Well, we had the right horses, just the wrong order. Yeah, tonight he 2 times on the lead he quit and tired.
Yep.
Tonight he just powered away.
Yep.
24-47. Good job, Neil.
James also had win
James,
place
good
and
job,
show
bud.
too.
Nice job, James.
The Stewart's close to number 2, Rocky Top Mischief.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah,
as your
no.
race winner.
As soon as he look at 47, and he walked the dog.
Sergeant Philco.
And just absolutely
fourth to number 4,
croaked him.
Stanford Star. They went the opening quarter
47,
24-1,
one-
the half 47-1.
one turn.
5 furlongs, 1 minute. Time for the 6 furlongs. 1:13-3.
1:13-3. Now here's the question, folks, that everyone wants to know tonight. Will we finally win Fan of the Week, Tim? That is the question.
What's
Hey,
up,
Ethan, how are you, my friend? Yeah, good job, James. Yeah. Great job, Neil. Way to go, Neil. Cash in the ticket. Love to see that. Six three Blue Jays. Oh. Wow. We could have a slugfest in the Yankee Stadium tonight.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of the
Rocky
Earl
Top
Holden
Mischief.
Memorial Race. That's number 2, Rocky Top Mischief.
Rachel
Rocky
definitely
Top
would have had
Mischief
that
is a
one.
big gelding, 4 years old. Buy into Mischief. Out of the mare, Special Relativity by Cowboy Cat. Owned by Homer Thoroughbreds, trained by Jason Homer, and ridden to victory by Neville Stevenson. Time for the
Neville
6
Stevenson.
furlongs. 1:13-3.
Actually, not a bad exact at
Race 3 is
$20.
official in the upcoming
That field.
4th race. Kick it off, $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering. Stretch number 7, Pino Bambino. We'll carry on with
That's not a bad exact at all.
No, not at all for a 6 to 5.
Yeah, jeez.
Now the 5 was even money and ended up in third.
I see. J Worm saving it for tomorrow. I love it. Exactly. Tom's not on track tonight. Okay. Tom, are you going tomorrow night for the last night for closing night at Assiniboia? And just a quick thank you again to all our friends up there at Assiniboia for the whole season and letting us show your races throughout the year. We so appreciate it. All my great friends up there. Yeah, there you go. Tom will snag it for us in 2026. Exactly. He almost won the 50-50 last week. So close. All right. Turn the page. All we need is one, Tim.
Well, we'll see if we can get one home in this race at a price. I've got a horse.
And this race is 7.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000, which have never won 2 races. So this is Tim's cup of tea right here. Let us know who you like here. All right, let's go back to that question, Tim, that was brought up earlier. I thought it was an excellent question. Let me bring it up here. Let me go back and get it here. Okay. And these are just opinions. Should Anna run in the distaff or have babies? That is the question of the day. Tim, what is your opinion?
Well, I don't have an opinion right now, Sean, and let me explain.
Yep.
I'm not ready to write Anna off just because she had a bad race.
Nope, me neither.
But at the same time, it may be that's where she ends up, what she ends up doing is going ahead and retiring. But I trust in Kenny McPeak that he is going to take a look.
Absolutely.
He's going to see how she comes out of all of this. He's going to see how she trains up here shortly. And they'll make the determination. And whatever they decide is the best thing for the horse. And I have no doubt about that. But
couldn't agree more.
So many people after that performance are just like, oh, she's done. She's not going to run in the distaff. She has no chance. She needs to go, just be a broodmare.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. But I don't think that you can take just one performance, one bad performance. I mean, come on. She's only lost 2 races, and one of those was against the boys last year, a 3-year-old, and she almost won that.
Right, yeah.
Just losing. But overall, I think she either runs in the distaff and goes and does that, or she doesn't do it at all.
Right.
She just goes and becomes a broodmare. So one or the other. But they'll make the determination, and I trust that they'll make the right one. And let the horse tell them what they need to do, and they decide. It's just like.
Yeah, no doubt. I couldn't agree more. Kenny knows her better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? He will make the determination. He will do everything. See how he's doing. And how she's doing, and he'll know whether
Dan,
she's
she
ready.
was completely washed out before the race.
Yes, she was. Yep.
Completely.
Yeah. So.
I just don't agree with everybody that was just piling on saying she has no chance, she shouldn't run.
And the other thing is too, folks, is Tim, because I heard what you just said too. Like 9 friends all text me and said she's washed as hell, right? And they're all blaming Flavian. She was in the perfect spot, folks.
Yeah.
If she had any horse, she would have blown them out. He had her in perfect position. Flavian had nothing to do with the.
Well, and if you saw his interview after the race, Sean, that's exactly what Flavian said, is that he said that he felt really good where she was, and that as soon as he asked her, he knew he had no horse.
Yeah. So
and it just wasn't her day, and it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Absolutely. Who was it
Happens
a
to
couple
the
of years
best
ago?
of 'em,
Ran a
and
terrible
look.
race. Ran a terrible race at Keeland. They brought him to the British Cup. He won. You know, it just happens sometimes. You just have a bad race, then you come right back. You know.
But I'll just say this, you know, whether she runs in the distaff or never runs again, she's one of the greatest fillies of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fully believe that. She's been, you know, to use Kenny's words, she's one of those once in a lifetime horses.
Oh, absolutely. And he's put her through a good schedule, and she's made it. You know, so she's been great. He's been great. The sharing her with everybody in the public. You know, it's just been wonderful. You know, it's been a great story. All right, so Tim, we have 8 minutes to race for, and yeah, 7.5 for 5,000 non-winners of 2. Who did you like here, my good man? Bobby D has got 1-6 with 3-4-5. Good luck, Bobby.
All right, Sean, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a price.
Like it.
Number 3, Flintlock.
Okay.
You look up there. I'm actually surprised to see that the horse is currently 5-1. I mean,
Yeah.
this horse definitely was a little bit of a price. 10-1 on the morning line has been bet down a little bit to 5-1. But let me explain.
Yeah.
All right, so looking at this horse's races, she is getting better like each time out.
Yeah.
And if you look, you know, her speed figures are getting better. She's getting closer. You know, she started out at 5.5. She ran that, then she moved up to 7. She was first throughout, and then, you know, lost a little bit and only finished second in beaten in the stretch by 3. And then last time out, she goes a little bit further, lost to 2 left to load. Look, I know what most people are going to look at here, Sean. They're going to look at the fact that, you know, a horse like the 2 has been running allowance class, has raced in a couple of stakes races, even though, you know, those were for Manitoba breds. And you look at a couple of these horses on the drop late in the season, and we talk about this a lot, and I get that. That makes sense. But her speed figures are as good as anything those horses have been doing.
Yeah.
And we just saw Neville Stevenson go gate to wire in the last race. Can he do it again here? I think it's possible. I think this horse has a chance. We will see.
Yeah.
But I think she's got a real shot. And I like the 6-1 price. I'm gonna go all the way to the inside with my next Bino for getting up for Steve Gaskin. This one definitely, Sean, we talk about finding your friends all the time. This one last time on the drop to this level really came alive. So had the finishing position and look at the odds and how much action this horse took on the board before, you know, at the allowance class. This horse was 44-1 before last race, and then goes off at 3-1, and just loses by a length to Little Eddie, who comes back in this race. But I think that this horse has a chance to improve upon that one, gets Bino up, and that's definitely a favorable move as well. So I think Attaboy Cookie can definitely is going to be the one to me that's going to be closing best. The 2 is the one that I'm kind of against here a little bit. Curtain Stretch both have this 2 on top, and to me they just see the drop. And yeah, you look 2 races back, and this horse in the JW Sifton in that race, in the stakes race, was in there and finished decent in that race. Beaten second, but I don't think the numbers in that race, Sean, are that much better than what the 3 did in the last race, and that was at Further. Cutting back to the 7.5, I just think that This horse could be beaten, and I'm going to try to beat it at 3-2.
Yep.
So,
What were your numbers again?
so 3, 1, and 2. But if I gave you one more, and I'm trying to beat the 2, if I gave you one more, I would go to the 4, picking riffs.
Okay. I find this race interesting. Right, interesting because let me see here. Yeah, this is an interesting race here. And the guaranteed pick 4 pool is 50,000. Tim always likes that. Yeah, this is interesting because I'm looking here. I think the horse that interests me is the 5, Mo Mambo, with Pruitt. This horse lost to Attaboy Cookie and Little Eddie last time. Was gaining. You know, it kept coming. She kept coming. Has run some good races even against Maiden Special with Pruitt. I think if the 4 and the 3 lock up front, which could happen, we could have an interesting race there. I'm shocked. This 5 is 12-1. Did you chuck the 5?
Yeah, because I mean, I just think that horse has been closing up against last year. Like this horse just broke her. I mean, is still a maiden. Has yet to break her maiden, and that was the thing to me. It's like this is a pretty big step up.
Yeah.
This horse has never even won. Couldn't beat maidens. I don't see the horse beating this group.
Yeah.
The 6 is the one that that I kind of tossed a little bit, and definitely one that could be there, but made a pretty good jump up last time out on the drop. Now drops it down even further, so could be alive here. But that was the only race that to me that this one showed anything. Going back and looking at the previous races, I just think that the 3 here is low in speed, Sean, and we've seen speed so far tonight. I just think that Stevenson, and we saw what he did last race, he got out and just ran away from everybody and ran them off their feet.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think this might happen with the 3.
Yeah.
The only negative there was that Terry Cole, does not have a win in the meet.
Yeah.
But
we already had one trainer tonight that was 0 for
and that's what I say. I still
won.
like the 3. I still think the 3's got a shot.
Yeah. Tom's alive still in the pick 5 with the 1 Attaboy Cookie.
Yeah, the 1's my second pick, Tom. I definitely think the 1 is a contender here. Is the one that's going to be closing, and the question is, does the 3 get out far enough to where she can just like run away from them a little bit, and she is taking on the boys here, as well. But if she moves forward as much from last race to this race as she did in the previous 2, she runs away from this field.
Yeah. With the 3, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 5-1 is definitely interesting price here. Yeah. Zero minutes to post, which means we really have like 3 minutes to post.
If the 5 is there in this one, and Sean, you know that I'm not trying to talk you out of what you're like. If the 5 is there, I'm tearing up my ticket and going on to the next race.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah. I'm just seeing some real speed up front,
You're seeing what?
seeing some real speed possibly up front, you know? Got some, it's just interesting. I'm seeing the 2. I'm seeing the 3 and the 4 for sure. If the 4 decides to go for the lead.
I don't think they do. I mean, the way that I saw it is
Yeah.
that the 3 is going to be the one on the lead, and the 2 and the 4 are going to be just off.
Yeah, okay.
I think both of them try to sit off.
Yeah. And we're trying to beat the, yeah, interesting.
Definitely trying to beat the 2 at 8 to 5 is what I was trying to do.
Yeah. All right. I think I have our horse. Okay, I have my pick. You get the leading rider on the 1, Deshaun Bino. Love the race this horse ran last time versus this group. I'm just going 5 to win a place in the 1. I think a 3 to 1 that's really value for this horse versus this group. Sully's accusing Trusty of hacking into your tech stock. And thank you again to everybody joining us tonight. And hey, Nandy, how are you? 4 to win. Thank to everybody who's joined us, not only tonight, but throughout the whole season. We so appreciate all of you guys. You guys make doing this fun every single Tuesday, and we're so glad for you guys to join us. You've been amazing to have throughout the whole journey. Ortiz is moving to Kentucky. Yeah, Iradsby is now Brad Cox's like #1 rider, so you may see him in Kentucky a lot. It's now post time, Tim.
It is.
Five to 2 on Attaboy Cookie. I think when you get the Sully's wondering if there's a Tim rant coming
Rant
up.
for the night.
Huh?
Maybe. We may have one coming. It's always possible.
There we go. Whoa, we're gonna have a late
Kicking
scratch, folks.
wrist fractures in the
Late
gates.
scratch.
Who was it?
Slight delay into the running
Yeah,
race.
Ford touched their bottom on this track. Has to be a late scratch. If you have the 4,
Picking Riffs now unloaded and will receive a veterinary
Oh, maybe she
inspection.
didn't. Okay, that may have just been the. Oh, that may have been the jockey's feet I saw just hit the ground. Joseph, my. The Ron Ali rant.
Ladies and gentlemen, a late scratch.
Yeah, I
for
was just gonna
Port
say she hit the
Disappoint
ground. I
Race.
don't know how you could
Scratch
possibly let it
number
run when.
4, Picking Refs. Once again, a late scratch report, and this is the 4th race. Scratch number 4, Picking Refs. If you wagered on number 4, Picking Refs, there will be a complete refund. If you're alive in a daily double with number 2, Rocky Top Mischief, to number 4, Picking Refs, there will be a consolation payout. If you had number 4, Picking Refs, in your pick 3s, pick
Yeah,
4s,
Tim,
Well, this
Three.
is the last week for us on a Tuesday. It is tomorrow is the last day of the meet.
Here in the 4th race
Yeah,
of number
yeah.
4, Picking Refs. And ladies and gentlemen, with
Tom,
that
he
scratch,
didn't even
the
want to
gate
deal with
is
us
being
tonight, so he
unloaded.
is not riding at
Approximate
all.
Post time,
He
Yeah.
must be somewhere
2
else tonight.
minutes away.
2 minutes away. That definitely helps your 3, Tim.
They needed to get more money into the pick 4 here, so that
Yeah.
the guaranteed 50,000 is covered by bettors.
Well done by them. And we're now in the bottom of the 4th. Toronto 6, Yankees 3, and the Seattle Mariners 8, Tigers 3, in the bottom of the 9th.
If they do that, Mike, I'm out. I like my 11-1.
Mr. Splash, the 4-5 favorite now. The first one in.
Mr. Splash.
Flintlock.
Has a
He
chance,
goes
man.
right in. Next in,
The Mariners
Momambo.
beginning to lose it, huh?
Just 2 left to load. Little Eddie.
Tim, would you have all been
Now
Reds
just waiting
fans
on
growing up then?
Attaboy Cookie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. The big red machine.
Yeah, and I grew up, that's what I was going to say. I grew up in the 70s watching the Big Red
Outfield is set.
Machine and
They're at
got
the
to go up
post.
and see them play. And
And the rough.
here we go.
From the inside, Mr. Splash. Away
go,
well
Neville.
on the inside, but there goes Flintlock to her familiar position on the front end.
Run away, girl.
On the far outside, Little Eddie in between horses, Mo Mambo. Mr. Splash hugging the rail and the trailer as expected. Attaboy Cookie, but actually quite close up, only 5 lengths off of it. Flintlock cuts the opening quarter.
Take her all the way,
in
Neville.
a
27.
walking 27
Take her all the way,
and
Neville.
1. And Flintlock with the lead by a length and a half. Mo
She should
Mambo
be able
to
to
the
crawl
outside
home
in
with that.
second. Mr. Splash on the rail.
Pick it up.
Trying to move up
Run away,
in
girl.
third, Little Eddie. And then Attaboy Cookie can still see them all.
52.
25 seconds,
25
second quarter. The half, 52
Come on, girl.
seconds. The leader, Flintlock. But here comes Mr. Splash to start after Flintlock, fading back Mo Mambo. And then it's back to Little Eddie and Attaboy Cookie. They hit the head of the lane. Mr. Splash now just blows on by and takes the lead by 3 3/4, 116 and 4. Flintlock back to second. Attaboy Cookie making a big move on the outside, but it's going to be too late. It's
Vino waited
Mr.
way
Splash
too long.
winning by 4.
Way
Second
too
is going to go to Attaboy Cookie. Looked like Mo Mambo held on for
Way
third
too long.
over Little Eddie.
Well,
Bino had that horse way too far back.
way too far back. And he was full of run, too. He had him like 5 lengths, and then he let him settle like 20 lengths back, and then, you know. Look at Neil. Good Neil. Well done.
The Stewart's supposed to number 2, Mr. Splash, as your race winner. Second goes to number 1, Attaboy Cookie.
Yeah, how does the 3 quit like that with that pedestrian pace? You know,
27 and 1.
Makes no sense.
52 seconds. 3 quarters, 116
Makes
and
no
4.
sense.
7 furlongs, 129 and 3. Time for the 7.5 furlongs, 136 and 1. Results of the photo show number 5, Mo Mambo, finishing 3rd. 4th goes to number 6, Little
Paul,
Eddie.
I'm a huge John Velasquez fan, so I did well.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I didn't, you know, have a huge payout, but I was up a little bit.
And had a beautiful, what beautiful weather you guys had, huh?
It was gorgeous. This weekend's going to be even nicer because it's going to be a little bit cooler. It got a little warm out there on Saturday. Sunday was a little bit cooler and a little more clouds, but it was sunny and high 80s on Saturday. But this weekend's going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be like 70s and sunny and nice and a little cool in the mornings.
Jenny Mack is alive to the 137 in the double. Good luck, Jenny. Bring it home. Boy, he was only like the thing I don't understand by Bino. He was 5 lengths only behind them, then decides to fall back like 17 lengths,
Yeah.
and then makes a run. Why did you have to drop back 17 lengths and then come back? You know, that's an
Some
interesting.
things just you can't explain.
Nope.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner.
Mr.
Here in
Splash.
race number 4, that's number 2, Mr. Splash. Mr. Splash is a big gelding, 3 years old, by Nonios. Out of the mare
We're gonna
Dream
miss Kurt's
Estancia
calls.
by Wheaton. Owned by Larry Falloon and then champion. Trained by Devin Gittins. And ridden to victory by Reynolds.
Oh, tough one,
Time
Paul.
for 7.5 furlongs. 136 and 1. Number 2,
Yeah, he is
Mr.
on again,
Splash,
off again for
was
sure,
proudly
Mike.
bred right here in Manitoba by Larry Falloon.
Yeah, that Dettori win on Saturday on that 11 horse was actually one that I had, Paul. At 10-1.
Nice, huh?
Yes.
That's a nice.
I'm
very
sorry.
nice
That
hit.
was it.
Hmm?
I'm thinking, was that Friday or that was Friday?
Yeah.
That was Friday. The
All the
Tory
days
did have
blend.
another win on Saturday, but the one I was thinking was Friday.
All the days blend. The M's win. There you go, Ethan. Congratulations. Mariners are now 1 step closer to the 2 games to 1 there. And oh my God, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied 6-6. Wow. Let's just call them the Blow Jays. Because they have just blown a 6-1 lead. Wow. People in Toronto just can't have nice things. That's the Maple Leafs. Lands a small bets. Wednesday. I love, by the way, that was a great Tim when they were when she was in Gina Lucio was interviewing your basketball coach for Kentucky, yes. And he said, I don't even know how this works. I just bet names and numbers.
As do a bunch of people out there.
James, when did they get Breeders' Cup fields set? they're pretty much for the most part, kind of set, James. The post positions and all that stuff, because a lot of the races are winning, you're in. So a lot of those horses will are going, and then so and they're kind of set, but we just need post positions and all that stuff, and who's going and who's not. So
Yeah, and fill out the fields.
yeah, but that should be. You'll know, James. I would think if today's 10-7, I would say by like 10-22, they should definitely know what horses will be running and what ones won't. Like 10, you know. Patch Adams is
saw that
out and
news today,
retired.
Colin.
Yeah.
Saw that news today. Patch Adams is retired.
I hear you, Tom. I hear you, Tom. Your Leafs are already almost, no, I mean your Jets, Tom, are about to start. So maybe they will bring some happiness and glory to your area. All right. Well, there you go. So what did we get? 260, 520. We get $6 back that we got. Colin is saying Miguel Clement will have a good BC. Yeah, he could. He could, my friend. Going out there. All right. The fifth race is 7 furlongs, claiming 3,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And we have a field of, let's see here. The exact 2-1 paid $3.65 for $1. You had it. I think this is an interesting race here. All right, Tim. This is your race, correct, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of those weird races that, Tim, I don't know if you watched Love It, Tom. They could do that. They could definitely do the Jets. I don't know if you watched Compressed Energy's last race for Kaplan and Ballroop. It was one of those, like, outside early, they went inside, and then tried and took and wasted more time trying to get in and out than actually going straight, you know. And to no surprise at all, Cumberbatch, who's already won one tonight, is up on this one. Look at Kaplan's numbers: 30 on the percent of the dirt, 33% in sprints, 28% in the. I mean, 5,500. He was closing, got tired, but I think Stevie Wonder Girls is better than this group, for sure. So I like this, the one Compressed Energy. I thought this horse was interesting at 9-2. And Kaplan puts Cumberbatch on. I think this could definitely be a horse who could be a interesting one coming down the lane. The second horse I had was under budget. Michael Nault, A2 Thoroughbreds, the Shine Bino. This horse came flying last time at 3,000. Interesting. I'm a little shocked here, Tim. I think this horse is definitely the horse to beat. I like the one maybe at a price, but are you shocked that the 4 wasn't claimed last time?
Yes.
I thought for sure he'd be claimed, but this horse, I mean, just on fire. The interesting thing I like, Tim, to see what you think about this. Look at this horse's, the 4 is buyers: 46, 39, 47, 23. You have to go down like 5 to a 54, right? Then you get Compressed Energy: 42, 52, 57, 58, 54, 55, 50. The ones who are buyers actually are more consistent than the 4. Not saying that that's, you know what I'm saying, but I just thought that was interesting that the 1 seems to run a little bit of a stronger race than the 4, and that's why I put him in second, because I thought that the 1 actually runs some pretty darn good buyers. Then the 6, Get My Drift, Jerry Garneau and Dalrymple. They're 17% together. This horse showed a lot of speed versus 5,500, and stop. But look, when he went up to 3,000, what happened? He won by 8, going away. So if Dalrymple can get a early lead, I think this horse could be tough. So I was in order. I was 1, 4, and 6.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Sean.
Yeah.
When I looked at the one, I mean, overall the speed figures look a little bit better, and yes, some of those numbers look consistent. But let's also look at them in order. If you look 4 races ago, ever since that, we've gone down every race. So last time out, this horse was on a huge drop down to this level, to the 3,000 level, and based on where this horse was the favorite in that race, and yet underperformed, and the numbers just keep getting a little bit worse. So
Sure.
that
Yeah.
was something. That was something that I looked at. Then I
Yeah, could
then I
be
went to
tired
the
at the end of
4.
the meet. Yeah.
What's that?
Could be tired at the end of the meet.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the horse is headed in the wrong direction as
Yep.
we're closing
Yeah.
out the meet here.
Yeah.
The number 4, when you looked at those buyers, you kind of touched on it, but this is an every other race kind of horse. So it seems like every other race is good, bad, good, bad. It's like you look at the numbers, and it's just like, so one last time out, second before that, one the time before that, 8th before that, and it's just like, seems like throws a decent race every other. Okay, so we're on the down cycle for this race.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about a horse I do like in here. The number 2, Sharp Likeness.
Okay. Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this one is I just think that Antonio going 2 turns, that
Yeah.
you've got a horse here who, based on everything else and looking at the other horses, I was looking, okay, if the 1 is going down and the 4 is every other, then who has a shot in here? And I like Antonio repeating back on this one, right? So I just think at this level, when you look 2 back at this level, the horse ran a better race, but that was the one race Whitehall wasn't on.
Yeah.
So I think this is one that could definitely figure here and maybe pop at a little bit of a price here. So I was willing to take a shot with that. And here the other thing was, when you look at the 7 furlong races, has 7 races at the distance, 2 seconds and 2/3, so has been right there. But
Yeah.
the last couple have been 6, 6, 5.5. Now we're getting back to 2 turns, which
Yep.
is what I think she wants. I think she wants 2 turns. She's found the right field. Antonio back. I'm gonna give her a shot here.
I like it.
I do think the 6, Get My Drift, is one that kind of, when you look, is going to show the early speed, but I think she fades.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the 6 at all here. If I'm looking for another horse that maybe on the improvement could figure here at the distance, that's the number 7, Irene.
Yep.
I think she's got a shot. She's the old timer in here. 9-year-old. And this year, I mean, she's had a pretty solid campaign. She's got 6 races, 3 seconds, a first and a third. So 5 out of 6 in the money. The one time that she wasn't in the money was last time out. But I
Yep.
think she could definitely come back and finish for a piece. But it's kind of wide open is my point. I think I'm going to take a shot with the 2 here. But I definitely think that it's pretty wide open. You can make a case for the 1, you can make a case for the 4. The 6 makes sense, although the 6 is the one I like the least, and the 7 is the one that I think could move forward and definitely could also factor. So
Yeah.
I can make a case for just about everybody in here but 3 and 5.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of the 4 at 7 to 5 in this field,
Yeah.
and the fact that she kind of seems to throw a good race every other.
Dan said 1 is my top pick here. 6 totally beatable. Danny Bass has got 20 to win on the 2. Ooh, he likes the 2.
I think the 2 has value here.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I really do.
6 to 1. Yeah, I agree. Todd's thinking of going 7 all or 6-7 exacta box. Aunt Irene, Trop in class. Again, last
There's
time
sharp
Ben-
likeness. Antonio up.
Antonio Whitehall.
Don't like the 3.
Under budget.
I mean the 4, Michael Nellett, A2 thoroughbreds, DeMario Bino. We know these 3 have hit. Knowlton Bino are like 52%.
Yeah, I
Just
think a
hope
lot.
this is-
I think a lot of that's name. You know.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the fact that these connections have won about half their races and their ROI is $2.87, I get
Yeah.
it. It makes a lot of sense, but
Yeah.
that just means if they win half, they lose half, Sean. So
Yep.
we'll just hope it's the losing half.
So losing half. Yep.
Look at that, Sean. That's really interesting. Look at the pick 4 live money. So the 4 obviously at 9 to 5, 11,000. But look who
Look at
also
the
has
2.
11,000 and actually has $100 more.
Yeah, and look at the 6, 19,000 on the 6.
Yeah.
Wow. People hammering the 6 here.
Well, the 6 obviously makes sense, like I was
Oh, yeah.
saying, and
Yeah.
you know the numbers make sense, but this horse
Jenny's alive to
doesn't
the
even have a
one-
race over 7 furlongs and has some 7.5s.
Yeah. Jenny's alive to the 137 in the double and exacta 4 with the 137. Good luck, Jenny.
Meet your new Dell PC with Intel inside. With
Whoa.
all-day battery life to power.
Who likes that? Goodbye. No talking to me. Neil's got a 136 try box. Good luck, Neil. Dan's got 1 to win in place and the exactly key box 1 with the 4-6. Good luck, my friend. Very excited. My buddy Antiquarian's getting ready to go out soon to California. Get acclimated. We'll have to do a huge step up to to contend in that race, but we've seen stranger things, right, Tim?
For sure.
It's a horse race. And his buyers do keep getting better, so at least he's going in the right direction. Curtis has got try box 1467. Michael's got 423 try. Ken Jennings live to the 137 in the daily double and exacta 4 with 137. Kurt's got a $10 exacta box 1214. I think 14, okay. Tim is pondering his winning selection.
Two minutes to post. Trying to figure out how I want to approach this.
Very interesting race for sure. 0 minutes to post. Tim, will you go down again this weekend, or are you?
Yeah, I'm definitely going down
Good.
again this
Yeah.
weekend. The only day I'm not sure I'm going is tomorrow, but I'm going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Awesome. Okay. When is this your vacation week?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say happy vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fall breaks.
Yeah. They run tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Dark Monday and Tuesday, that's it.
And is your wife still in Spain?
No, she's back.
She's back. Right. Yeah. Jay Worm's got a. Oh, look at this! Mark Crandall, the man behind the call, is going with a $2 call bomb on the 1. Look out, folks! Here we go. The call bomber has arrived. Michael Senior's got a 4-7 try as well. I think they're reasonable. Tim, you think that the Keeland entry prices are respectable?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Paul's asking, do you think the entry prices to the spectators are reasonable at Keeland?
Oh, yeah.
I think they're reasonable. Yeah. Groundhog. $3 exacta box 4-6.
All right, Sean, let's do this real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it in 'cause
$2 exacta key box 2 with the 167. Love
yeah,
it.
$12. We need the 2 involved, though.
What are
I think-
tickets
I
usually
think
what,
8 to
Tim?
1
15?
on Antonio in this race is huge value, and
Yeah.
we just need that horse involved with one of the others.
I agree.
Look at the 1 taking over favoritism late.
I know. I saw that. Tim, what are the average costs for the tickets? Like 15 down Keeland?
Yeah, for the weekends it is. You know, it's
Yeah.
like 10 and 15, but I get a
Now just
season
waiting
pass
on
and it's $50 for the whole,
anti-rain.
you know, for the whole meet. So if you're going to go a few different times, and obviously that's general admission, but I don't ever sit down
They're all
even if I
set,
buy
they're at the
seats, so I
post.
stop buying them.
Yep. Good luck, James. What?
And the Roth. From the inside, compressed energy shows a little bit of speed, but get my drift. Quickly goes out to assume command early by 2 lengths. On the outside, anti-rain. Sharp likeness.
Come on,
On the
Antonio.
inside, in
Love when
third, then
Antonio
it's
rides
Two-Gauge
that
American
rail.
Diva and compressed energy running as a pair. Then under budget and the trailer Bossadusu. A quick opening quarter in 25 and 2. Get My Drift with the lead by 3/4 of a length, with Antirene right to the outside.
Two got bet down to 3-1.
Lightness is a stalker in third, moving
Let's
up.
get this 2-7
That's under
home, Sean.
budget.
That would be
Compressed
amazing.
Energy back to JJ's American Diva. And Bossadusu is a trailer. 48 and 4, the half mile. And Get My Drift has that lead by a length and a half. Antirene in second, back to third. Sharp
Come on,
Likeness to the outside,
Working
under
magic.
Come on,
budget.
Antonio.
And Compressed Energy coming with
Come on,
some late
Antonio.
Come on,
run.
this is your
Get
distance,
My
buddy.
Drift with the
Come on,
lead.
come on,
and
Antonio.
Antirene to the outside, but here comes under budget and Compressed Energy. 16th of a mile to go. Still the lead. Get My Drift under budget in between horses. It's gonna win it. Under budget gets the win. Second to
What the
Compressed
hell did he
Energy,
move
and
inside for?
third to Get My Drift.
Why did he do that?
Well, he went inside. I don't. Yeah.
He did that last week. I mean, he was outside
Yeah.
horses and he moved inside and he had room. It's just, I don't get why he did that last week.
Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome to the
I
end of
thought
the
that
meet.
horse was in good position there.
I did too. I thought it was loaded, and then just all of a sudden went to the inside. Very hard to fathom there.
And we know the inside is dead. I
Yeah,
mean, we've talked about it week after week. It's like you move inside, you have no
Stewart's supposed to number
chance.
4 under budget
Yeah.
as your race winner. Second goes to number 1, Compressed Energy. Third to number 6, Get My Drift. A photograph has been called to determine the fourth place finisher. They went the opening quarter 25 and 2, the half 48 and 4, 3/4 115 and 1. Time for the 7 furlongs 129 and 1. Results of the photo show number 2, Sharp Likeness, finished in 4th.
Disqualify the 6. Disqualify the 4. And we'll be fine. Good job, Ethan. Dan 1-4. Nice job. 3-1 and 4-1. Nice prices there.
Sean, I'll be right back.
Okay. That was my original exact, the old 401.
Now
That-
entering
that's
the
actually
winner's
my
inning
try.
closure. The
was
unofficial
1,
winner
4,
here in
6.
race 5. That's number 4, Under Budget. Under Budget is a dark.
All right. All right. And we even had the Canadian International at Woodbine this past weekend too, and some interesting stakes races up there. Those horses will be heading to the Breeders' Cup. Always watch the horses, folks. They always let. I agree, and that was a great race. And congratulations to everybody that won. But Michael, you have been so close, brother. You have been so close. But yeah. So during the Breeders' Cup, folks, for some dumb reason, nobody likes betting horses that run at Woodbine. Yet when they run, they come in second, third at like 52-1 or 44-1, or and so watch the horses that are running on those dirt races, because they've been run all on the inner track, which means that Del Mar's got the sharp turns, so they're all running the very similar turns. So if they're running that well at Woodbine, you definitely want to take a look at them in the Breeders' Cup, because especially the Breeders' Cup Mile has been owned by Woodbine horses the last couple of years that have run up there. So you always want to watch that. Well, Ethan, I'd take a break after that too. But that was a close one there. So we did not hit, but we're going to try to come back here. You do what's best for you, Ethan, my man. We support you. We support you for sure. So that's just my little tip for the Breeders' Cup. Don't overlook the Woodbine horses. They will be live, and I think some will definitely. I'm not just saying the ones that are from Woodbine. I'm saying the ones that ran up at Woodbine on that inner track. That they could run a big race out there at Del Mar, and they'll probably be overlooked. Boy, did that horse just speed off. You thought, imagine this, you got the 6, I'm home. And the 2 outside horses say, no, you're not. Man, tough beat. Tough beat. It's now 7-6 Yankees. Man. Yeah, so James, so the E.P. Taylor turf course at Woodbine is closed until next year. So both the Woodbine Mile and the International, which are always run on the outside, E.P. Taylor turf, were run this year on the inner turf. A lot of horses came up that were inner turf specialists. So, and there were some very good horses that were brought from Europe and all that stuff to try to run in it because they want that those turns will be very similar to Del Mar. So it's a good prep for Del Mar, who has tighter turns. That's what the inner turf, of course, is at Woodbine. So if they ran up there, they already have experience on tight turns if they're not from California. So just something to keep in mind. For sure. Tim, who's the most impressive horse to you this weekend? Toffee?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
Ted Nolly
I think
was
so too.
definitely-
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's just the legit deal.
And to be the most impressive horse and be a 2-year-old it's something.
Yeah. Even saw Junior win a race down there for Riley Mott.
Yes. There was one I was trying to remember. He won on some horse that I was on, but I had him on Bobrovsky, and that was not a good ride.
That was not his best. No.
No, he ran up on a horse as they were hitting the
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
and he got taken back like 4 lengths, and then he only ended up losing the race by a couple of lengths. And
Yeah.
if he hadn't gotten so close on the turn and had to take back, he would have won that race. I thought that horse was much the best that day.
I agree.
But yeah,
Not
he ran
the
right.
ideal
He
trip.
ran right up on a horse, and he didn't need to.
No. All right, though, Tim, we are 10 minutes away from race 6, claiming 5,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime, Tim. Claiming purse 10,100. And we have a field of 6 with the 7 scratching. Who did you like here, my friend?
I think the 2 is definitely going to be tough. 3 to 5 though, in this field in a 5,000 non-winner or two. Yeah, this horse definitely is dropping down and has raced against much better, but should have won the last time out um, in the 7,500, but
Yeah.
they dropped the horse down again, and he makes a lot of sense here. But I'm going to try to beat him, and I'm looking at the 4 rocking at the party, Sean. Go back and watch that race, and in that race, Sierra had this horse on the lead and like looked really good going into the stretch and was
Yeah.
racing against a few of these Lemon Twist and who's the other one in here? Oh, the scratch horse. So,
Yeah.
but in that race got nipped in the stretch, but they were going 6 furlongs. So
Yeah.
now we're going to cut back a half a furlong. I think it makes a difference. And then the other thing was when I was looking in here and trying to find, who's going to be where in the race, I think she is on the fastest horse.
Yeah.
Do not has early speed and has, if you look at the running lines, but you got to remember that those races were at 7 furlongs when the horse was on the lead, and the times were 25:50. Where Rocking at the Party went 24:47,
Yeah.
and I think that since she's not going 6, she's going 5.5. This horse may have more, and she just might be on the fastest horse in the race, and I think she's got a real shot here in 6-1. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think you have to put the 2 in there. I'm just trying to beat the 2 with the 4. And then
Yeah.
if I gave you one more, Sean, my third pick here is the 6. Better make that 2. He's 1 for 1 at the distance. He's only raced this distance one time and won that race. So what are we doing? Non-winners at 2. Yes. So the only time that this horse ran was when he broke his maiden at that distance. And if you look at what this horse
Yeah.
ran last year, I mean, he was running stakes, broke his maiden in a maiden special weight, unlike most of these here, and then has just been racing against much better. And this year, yes, hasn't done as much yet, but also is getting better. The speed figures, it just seems like the horse is getting better here at the end of the season. So got a real shot underneath.
Yeah.
4-2-6.
4-2-6. Like, okay. Danny Bass has got 25 on the 6. It's only green pieces of paper with pictures on it. Look at that. 264 and 254. They're consistent, huh?
I mean, they're both going with the 3-2 favorite on top. I get it. They do both have the 4 underneath. I just think that she's got a shot to steal it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul, here's my take on this one, Sean. So, do I think Tommy Joe was going to catch Percy's bar? No. Do I think Percy's bar should have been taken down? Yes, 100%. Because Percy's bar came out and interfered with Tommy Joe. As far as what I think doesn't matter. Percy's bar came out into the path and ruined the chance. Whether or not she was going to win, and I think she wasn't. I just think that you have to enforce the rules. If you allow that and jockeys can start getting away with that, then they start doing worse.
Right.
And now you're putting horses and jockeys at risk, and you just can't do that.
No, I agree totally.
You cannot do that. You have to enforce the rules. And that's the rule, and you can't come out in front of another horse, and that was a bad ride by Luan. There's no reason for him to go to a left-hand whip. No reason.
Right.
Why he went left-handed right there with no horse inside, and automatically it's a 2-year-old. She came
Oh,
right
right,
out.
right.
She came right out and jumped into the path of Tommy Joe. Here's the one thing I will say. Let Tommy Joe go to the Breeders' Cup and be the favorite. I am all over betting against that horse because
Yeah.
I don't think she wants the distance anyway.
I don't think she was nearly as impressive as her stablemate.
No,
You know what
not
I'm
even
saying?
close.
Not even close.
Not
Yep.
even close.
No, I don't think she'll be a huge overlay, and I don't think, I just don't think she's good enough. Where Ned, I think, is just 10 times better. Ten times better. Okay, riders up. Dan's got 2, 5, 2, 3, 5, 9 left in the pick 4. Good luck, my friend. Upcoming year, obviously, Sovereignty isn't a Triple Crown winner. Yeah, he can't do that now. He had his chance. Still looking damn good, folks. I can honestly say he's still looking damn good. He hasn't missed a step. And he's still the only horse I know that in this field. I'm not saying he's the winner. I mean, obviously I'm biased as hell, but I think he's the only one Tim I still know who can run 23/4. You know, whether that's good enough to beat this group in that race, who knows? But I'm just saying, the other ones run 24, 25 quarters, and he's running 23, and that's at the end. So. I think next year's going to be triple. It could be. Never know. He knows. We know. But do they know? That's the question. Do not. Do not bet my horse. Not rocking at the party. 7-1. Interesting. Doesn't even need the person.
I think she's got the speed to just
I think so too.
put this field away.
Neil. Better make that too.
It's gonna be interesting because you got to remember Sovereignty's taking on older horses who have
Oh, yeah.
great experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. He is by far, he's not a lock by any means. I don't think he will even be the favorite. Okay, Tim.
There's mine, Curtis, or Joseph. Joseph was asking, what's the funniest, wittiest horse name you have ever come across? This is mine. Hoof-hearted.
Hoof-hearted.
That was a standard break.
Yeah. What was, oh man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's mine. Here we go. Definitely. The famous quarter horse.
Ethan, funny you mentioned that because I actually,
Both of these nuts.
that's a good one
Well,
too.
that is one of the greatest. And he won. He won some quarter horse races. Exactly. Both of these nuts. Here.
I just always thought this was hilarious. Hoof-hearted.
Hoof-hearted. Yeah, that was awesome.
And to hear the announcers, you know, because it was actually a decent horse, and you know, he was hoof-hearted in front.
Yeah. And then of course everybody in New York always remembers R. Who just
Yes.
A-R-R-R-R-R.
Yes.
One of the best names ever. Tom Durkin, and here comes R. One of the best calls. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Tim.
2 minutes, Sean.
All right, I'm going to hit the button. I'm ready. I am going to do a $2 tri-key 2 over the 4, 5, 6. That's $12.
And along the lines of hoof-hearted, let me throw this one up. Say that one fast.
Wow. Things are getting hairy.
There's our wager, a $2 tri-key 2 with the 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, he did, Bobby. Isn't it in good? I'm surprised they let that one go.
There was also Seymour Butts.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else?
Dan's got 5-2 all and 2-5 all. Good luck, bud. Yeah, we think Groundhog. There's something different with the system or whatever. We need the 2.
Yeah, we had some issues early on when we first came in. I couldn't even hear everything and anything, and
Good luck, James
reset
White.
and done everything else, and we just think that the platform we're using for the streams is having some issues tonight.
Yeah. Hey Ben, thanks for joining us, my friend. Good luck with the 2. Hope you're with us. There we go.
Make that 2. It's going to get an extra little bit of help from the gate crew. He's almost in. now just waiting on Silver Jaguar. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the inside, do not. Hard ridden to get a piece of the front end. He knows, we know. Also up close early on the outside, rocking at the party. Will clear by a half a length. Lemon Twist also has eyes on the front end, and now duking it out with rocking at the party. Making a move in third, better make that two. Silver Jaguar getting into it early.
Ooh.
And your trailer.
Three lost
He
the rider.
knows, we know.
Yeah.
The opening quarter, 23-4. Lemon Twist with the lead by a length and a half. Rocking at the party to the outside. The rail is now open for Better Make
Come
That
on,
two.
Two.
Who slides on through
Come
to
on,
engage
Two, the
Lemon Twist.
big slide.
Rocking at the
Come on,
party.
someone
and
beat
he
past
knows,
that
we
one.
knows to the far outside.
Ugh.
Lemon Twist with a short lead. Better make that two. And he knows, we know. Timing the wire. That's going to be a photo, but
Darn
it
it,
looks
I
like
had
he
the
knows,
one
we know
originally.
got
Darn
there.
it.
Second to Lemon Twist. Third's going to go to Better Make That two. And fourth, Rockin' at the Party. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold all tickets. A Stewart's inquiry into the running of race number 6.
Darn it, I almost said 2-1. I was between 2-1-6 and 2-4-6. Boy, that 2 came flying, huh? What'd the 1 go off at? With a bad beat if you had the 1. Yeah, 2 timed that perfectly. I was
The
2-1.
Stewarts have requested a photograph
2-1-6 or
to determine
2-4-6.
the winning
I went
horse.
2-4-6.
Yeah,
They
I
went
think
the
it was
opening
2-1-6.
quarter 23-4. The
Yeah,
half 47
Jay Worms, that's my
and 3.
question.
5
Did the 2
furlongs,
cause
1
a
minute
problem
and 4
with the 3?
fifths.
Yeah,
Time
that's
is
the
5.5
question. Yeah, let me
furlongs.
see this.
107 and 3.
Hold
Results
all
of the
tickets,
photo show
folks.
the winner number 2.
This result is
He
not
knows,
official.
we know. Second goes to number 1, Lemon Twist. Third to number 6, Better Make That 2. Fourth to number 4, Rockin' at the Party. And fifth to number 5, Silver Jaguar.
Silver Jaguar. Be interesting if they show this, huh?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to show something, but
Well, we don't know, Jay Worm. We don't know if the 2 is.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the unofficial winner here in race number 6. That's number 2. He knows, we know. He knows, we know.
I'm just
He's
keeping the
just
sound
like
up just
3
to
years
hear,
old
you know,
by
if he
Kentucky
says
Bear.
anything.
Out of the mare knows the pose by Going Commando. Owned by
Maybe they
Railside
can't
Stable
show
and
stuff
John
because of the
Gannis.
horse.
Trained by Jared Brown and ridden to unofficial victory by Demario Bino. Time for the 5.5 furlongs, 107 and 3. Congratulations goes out to jockey Demario Bino, who scores the double. Back-to-back winners for jockey Demario Bino.
3 with the 5 and the 6, is it? Two didn't interfere with the 3.
Yeah,
And ladies
I
and
don't
gentlemen, after reviewing the films, the stewards are removing the inquiry sign off the board.
No change.
2, 1, 6, 4, and 5 will become official.
Yeah, can you believe that, Tim? That our buddy Brian Hernandez is going to be back at the Breeders' Cup. That's
Breeders'
amazing.
Cup. He was out there on Saturday.
Was it? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that remarkable?
Yeah, and I mean, when you looked at him, you couldn't tell that anything was wrong, and obviously, you know, it was internal stuff. I just don't mean that he didn't look like he was moving, like he was sore or he had problems or anything. So
Yeah.
Race 6 is official in the upcoming 7th race. Classic high five wagering. There are no changes. Post time for race number 7. 16 minutes away.
One race left in our Assiniboia, and Tim is going to bring us back from the
And
depths.
after the final
and
race,
win.
be sure to head up to the clubhouse.
And then we're all going to head up to the clubhouse for happy hour.
have hot dogs and a beer.
Yep. Which will be very exciting. All right, looking forward to that. Another one we want to just quickly say, quick get well soon too, is our friend Sophia Vives, who had an accident today. She'll be out a month or so, and then we'll be hopefully back and feeling good.
Sean, did you see the news today that Vacoma is going up from a $35,000 stud fee to $100,000 for next breeding season?
Is that amazing? Yeah, I know.
That's a huge increase.
That is one giant increase. One giant increase. Meanwhile, Oscar's still going to be at like, what, 30, 40, whatever it is?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he was 35 this year. I haven't seen what he's going to be
Yeah.
next year. But
I was going to talk about a bargain basement compared to some of those other numbers, huh? Truly remarkable.
yeah, Jenny, he definitely has. I mean, that's obviously why he's going up, is because he's he was like one of the top first crop sires, and you know, for his first crop, and then he's just been one of the top couple of horses in first time starters, and he just definitely puts out a precocious bunch.
No.
But
$70
it's just
try.
interesting as to, you know, he did that at 35. Is
Yeah.
he going to still get the same amount of mares to cover and going to fill his book at 100? I don't know. Now you're getting up into mischief money.
Groundhog says,
he's
I
staying
always
at a
thought
quarter
that horse was
million.
going to fall down when he ran.
What's that?
Groundhog said, I always thought that horse was going to fall down when he ran. Vacoma. Hey, Mark Mahone. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Always nice to have you. We are just a couple of minutes away.
Yeah, James, they're saying the pick five tomorrow will probably top 2 million in the total pool.
Wow. Michael, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah. And Michael, one thing you will see, okay? The most challenging nights are always the final couple of nights at a track. That is, those are always the toughest to get a handle on. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. Yep, tomorrow's the last day at Assiniboia. Then they head to their other tracks in the area. You might see maybe one or two jockeys from here maybe head out to Woodbine. May or may not. If the one hits, I'll buy your groceries. There you go. All right, Tim. Here we go. 7th race.
Give me a winner, Sean.
Here we go. Claiming 5,000 non-winners of 3. And I think it's only fair that at this late hour of the day, talk about going down the. This is interesting, Tim. I love the name Mini Glazed Donut. I think that's like one of my favorite names up there.
Yes.
Right, but interesting. So I was looking at this race, and I looked at and not at all, Jenny. The Tiffany husbands. You look at this horse. She's dropped him from maiden special down to 12.5 to 10 state bred to 7,500. The horse has run well every time, but the buyer numbers just don't seem to go anywhere. Would you agree? Or they're like 42, 42, 41. That's kind of what this horse is. I don't know if you agree with that, but I was like, interesting. Then you look at some of these other horses here, like Mystery Dance was run a 44, but has also run a 62 this year. Has run 44, 44, and has raced against Bettor. So my first pick here, I have a little bit of an upset in the last race, and I liked the 5 Mystery Dance, Stephen Gaskin and Cicheron. Who, look at this, right, Tim? 10 starts together, they've won 40% of their races. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? And he puts this horse, he puts him on here, runs a 44, which I think is at least competitive with this group. Like the 9s, the 2-to-1 favorites running 46, 45. This horse is running 44, 44. He's right there. I think this horse could be a real upset here with the 5. And the distance is 6 furlongs, cutting back. Has raced better. He's only won for 9 at the distance, but has run against Bettor, and Cicheron runs well, so I like him. My second choice was the 9 Sneaky Situation, Antonio Whitehall, Carlos Moreno. However, I don't always like Antonio at short races. I love him much better on the longer races. So I thought he was an interesting one there. And my third pick was the 3 Mini Glazed Donut. Bino Husbands. This horse runs the race every single time, especially this year. Look at that. 3 wins, 3 seconds, 2/3. Could you be any more consistent? Just seems to run the same number. So I don't know if that's going to be good enough to beat these horses that have run a little bit faster numbers, but he is darn consistent, or she is darn consistent. So those are my numbers.
Yeah, I mean, Mini Glazed Donut's been one of the best horses on the ground, Sean. When you look this year at the horse standings, you know, we talked about jockey and trainer standings. When you looked at the horse standings, Mini Glazed Donuts is right there with 3 wins and 8 starts, is 100% in the money.
Yeah.
This horse is just like performed every time out. And yes, I see what you're saying, but it's just one of those horses who you run against what's put in front of you, right? And
Sure.
this
No,
horse,
absolutely.
every time she's faced a field, she's done what she needed to do to win the race.
Yeah. No, I agree. Cannot falter for that at all.
I thought the 9 would be a big favorite here over the 3, honestly, though. But I did have the 3 on top, but I had the 9 second. I think they're both right there, 3-9 or 9-3. They're showing the 4 there on the screen, Sean. The 4 was actually my 3rd pick here.
Yeah.
Going 6 furlongs here. She's 1 for 3 at that particular distance, although she hasn't really been running that as of late. She ran 5.5 last time out, 7.5 before that. Just like the distances have been all over the place, but back in June, she had a nice win at 6 furlongs. Louisiana Downs. But I don't think she's a win candidate, but I do think she's 2 for 3 in 3rd place here at Assiniboia, and I definitely think she can finish underneath. But I do like the year 5 as well. It's another one that just looks like she kind of fits in this field.
Yeah, yeah. Especially 9-1.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look. We're racing against 5,000 claimers. 2 races ago, she was in an allowance race here, and she dropped down to this level last time out and beat that field pretty easily. And look who was in second in that race, Sean.
Yeah.
We just saw in the last race, or a couple races ago.
Michael's trying 315 because he's a Syracuse boy. What happened to the Orange this year, Michael? I thought they were going to be better than they were. And not worse than, can't be worse than Boston College. We're like the worst team in football right now. Can't beat anybody. Low Squishy needs the 1. Curtis Dinnett's got a try box 3459. Groundhog says 4, pays $20.45 for 20. One of the great rivalries in history, Syracuse and BC, and both of them stink.
Well, there'll definitely be a pick 5 carryover, Sean. The highest payout is with the 2, and it's $500. So
Yeah.
nobody's taking home the 37,000 in the pool right now.
Wow.
So we'll have a good carryover for tomorrow, and the mandatory payout.
Yeah, get your thinking caps on tomorrow. Big one. And pretty soon, Tim will hear something for the last time this year at Assiniboia.
Yeah, Dan, you definitely want any of those but the 9, because the 9 is actually paying 93.90 for 2.
Yeah.
So you would actually lose money if you got 50 invested. You want anybody but the 9 out of your picks there.
Alberto Vergara's got the 9. Good luck, my friend. Little Squishy did 4 single all, $4. And again, 170 strong. Thank you to everybody who has joined us throughout the entire Assiniboia meet. This is the last race of the night, Joseph. And a couple of people are asking me, we only do Tuesday nights just for Assiniboia. So, Mark Mahone likes mini glazed donut. I think still one of the best names up there. Thank you to everybody who's joined us throughout the entire Assiniboia season.
Yeah, not only tonight, but throughout the entire meet. We've had a great Tuesday night crowd. We appreciate all of you. 175 watching right now.
Yeah.
But make
Tim's
sure you
concocting
continue
that
to
$34
join us
bet
on
right now.
Thursday nights for the cocktail lounge
Yeah.
as we continue to bounce around tracks for a little bit and then end up at Turfway over the winter.
Yeah.
Although, Sean, I don't think we've talked about it tonight. This week on Thursday, Woodbine is off because of a change in their schedule, so that leaves the track pretty slim. So, Joseph, that's what I was just talking about. I think as a result, I do believe that we're going to forego the lounge this week.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. We will. Yep. But we'll be back next week. Woodbine has their Thanksgiving in Canada is this weekend, so they're running Monday. So when they run on Mondays, Thursday goes away. So, and then they're the whole way through their Thursday the whole way down. So leading right into Turfway.
Malathot, I'm not sure about tomorrow. I will be there Thursday through Sunday for sure, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no, yep, no. So many of you, Ethan, have been in every week. Malathot, Joseph Myers has been in. We've had Jenny's been in every week. Curtis, Groundhog, Neil. So many people here. J Mac for sure. Marv has always been. Bobby D. Oh, Squishy's been with us. Groundhog's always been with us. So many people. And James White has been with us all week. We so appreciate you, my friend. Neil has been with us all year. Todd's been with us. Everybody who's been with us all year. And Dan H. Appreciate everybody. I don't think they want to run tonight. Yeah, Gabby's been very busy down there. Gabby's doing her new job. Tom, you've been with us all. Thank you. You know. Thank you, Neil, for joining us. the jockeys refused to ride the last race? What's going on here?
I think so. I think it's we're done for the night.
They just know it's the last race. Let's make the East Coast suffer. Back in the day, Tim, right? Like the other places here in Massachusetts couldn't simulcast the races. This was way back in the day until Suffolk ran the last race. Somehow the last race in Suffolk would always take like 35 minutes. I don't know how that always.
It's like always.
Jockeys on strike. I agree, Jenny. I don't know what's going on there.
Sean, it makes you wonder, did they have to take the jockey that's had the spill, did they have to take him to the hospital?
Oh,
and
yeah,
have no
they waited for
ambulance?
the ambulance. Yes.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
If
There
they
was
lost
some horse,
if they lost their
Joseph,
ambulance, then they have to wait for one to be on track.
Yeah, yeah. There's some horse I remember seeing, like, he ran like 4 races in a row and he got claimed 4 races in a row. He just kept getting claimed and claimed and claimed and claimed and claimed. This meat. Oh, Belchertown, absolutely, out near Amherst. Yeah. And Michael, the funny thing is, you'll appreciate this. Everything is 6 miles from Belchertown. Every sign you go out there, no matter where you are, it says 6 miles to Belchertown. I think Belchertown is the largest town I've ever seen, because wherever you are on whatever side of it, it always says 6 miles to Belchertown. Right up there near Amherst. No,
Got time for a nap, Sean.
Huh? Oh, there you go. There you go. Thanks, Tom. Good luck with your high school hockey. High school hockey, huge up there.
With the break here, the Classic High Five just keeps growing, and
I
almost
know.
$10,000 in the Classic High Five. I'm
Look
gonna
at
do
this.
an ice cold $1 pick here as our last pick after I put in the bet.
Yeah.
I'll put in the official
Ice
bet. There we go.
cold.
Over 10,000. We're gonna put
Exactly.
in an ice cold high five for the last wager of the season here. Make sure you follow along. We did hit one of those last year. That was one of our favorite moments on Trust the Profits of all time.
Absolutely. That was awesome.
That was so
Mutt,
fun.
Mutt still says to us all the time. Yeah, I was with him at the Parks Derby. He says, still one of the greatest things I've ever seen you guys hit that high five. He said, I was watching. Absolutely ice cold. Tim's gonna take it down. Tim, what's your favorite price is no object bourbon? Oh, there you go. If you had no price,
Okay, so it's not super easy to find, but it's not like pappy expensive. It is a bourbon trace product. Rock Hill Farms. Have you ever tried Rock Hill Farms? And the bottle is beautiful. It's a decanter. But if you get a chance, try Rock Hill Farms and tell me what you think.
so now when you grew up in Lexington, did you ever? Oh, Jenny loves Rock Hill. Yeah, and Mel does say clearly
Yeah.
Rock Hill. Did you ever go to Louisville when you were a kid, or just? Would you ever go to Louisville when you were a kid?
Not that often, but yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. My dad has a famous bottle. It's not around anymore. It's called Owerdel's 92. It was a famous beer from Louisville. And it's gone now, but he still has the bottle of the Owerdel's 92.
Very nice. Hancock's President's Reserve. Joseph, I don't know if I'm bougie about it. I mean, most of the stuff that I drink is definitely not bougie. I will say something that I like. I like weeded bourbons, and I have quite a bit of Weller that I drink. Special Reserve is pretty easy to come by around here, but I've got a couple of the others, and Jenny, I'm an Old Foe. I'm an Old Foe fan. I just like Old Forester. And since they came out with the 1910 and 1920s, I really like 1920. I think 1920 is really good. And another thing is I like Four Roses. Four Roses single barrel has some really good ones. And when you're doing the single barrels, if you look at the numbers that are on there, the first number that's listed is the level of the barrel in the warehouse. And if you get the sixes, if you get the 6 on the front end of the single barrel Four Roses, it's the ones that were the highest up, and they are really good. But yeah, 1920 is kind of, that's like 1920 and the Four Roses. I like those, but also to just put them, a nice old fashioned. I think the Four Roses makes a really good old fashioned. Yeah, I typically get them at Costco. I get the single barrels at Costco. I go in, I find the sixes, and just get it there. I think so, Malachi. That's our guess, is that we're waiting on an ambulance. They must have had to take, I think it was Chickadee that was on that, wasn't it? Or Chickeness.
Yeah.
I think Chickeness was on that, and I think they probably had to take him to the hospital, and they're probably waiting on an ambulance.
Sometimes out of respect, and I know, especially in the last race, if a jockey seriously hurt, the jockeys will just say, "Nah, we're good.
Exactly.
We're good for the night.
We're done for the night.
Yeah, we're done. We'll come back tomorrow. Don't need to do this one more tonight." Out of respect for their.
Yes.
If he's not riding, I'm not riding.
Yeah, Tom, that's definitely what we're thinking. That was our guess.
Yeah.
Was that with the delay here is that they were waiting on an ambulance.
And may also be talking to the jockeys who may just be saying, nope. And that can often happen when there's just one race left. Wow, Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah, I agree, Jenny. I thought they might have been saying something. I think the market is kind of changing a little bit. And maybe it'll get a little easier to find things the way it used to be. I don't think it'll ever be the way it used to be. Bourbon's gotten stupid, but
This 6 is like, let's go. I noticed there was some horse this weekend that ran named Versailles, Versailles.
Versailles Road.
Yeah.
Did you see that horse?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize it, but the road that runs right outside Keeland, between Keeland and the airport, that runs all the way to Versailles, that is Versailles Road. So Keeland is on Versailles Road.
Yeah, right. And Matt Bernier even said on the air, he said down here they call it Versailles.
Jenny, I have not tried that one. Have not have benchmark single barrel.
Thank you, Paul.
Have a great week, Paul.
Yeah, good luck, my man. Good luck at Keeland. Get some winners. Wow.
I missed this comment. Paul's like, well, out of respect for him, he's going to bed. Of course, Paul's going to bed, and it's 4:20 in the morning over there. Joseph, I haven't heard him say anything, and I've not seen anything, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the best thing, is that the jockey be okay. That's the most important
I
thing.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's the ambulance that was going out in the back there, but I just saw an ambulance in the back there.
Albert, creemos que están esperando la ambulancia. Han tenido un accidente en la carrera anterior y creemos que la ambulancia ha salido para el hospital y están esperando que vuelva la ambulancia.
Hmm. I was sitting here a long time.
Yeah, it's weird that they haven't even said something, Tom.
Yeah, I know. And also too.
You know, we're like way past post time here.
Yeah. They want to get the classic high five up to 20 grand.
That thing just keeps taking money, though. Do
Yeah,
they have
no.
anything on their feed, I wonder?
I think they let us know, right? Is that, you know, this is what's going on, folks. You know?
Let me see. Have a good one, Malathot. Maybe we'll see you this weekend.
Thanks, Mel. Thought. Tom made his bed at 3 p.m. Exactly. Yep. This is their tribute to Chucktown. The horses are going to be asleep soon.
Yeah, even in the live stream that the Assiniboia Downs account has, everybody in the chat is asking what's going on. So, and nobody's saying anything. He does have a mount in this race. So the horse that went down, they've already named it. It's changed in the program now. Sierra Prude is named on the 7th.
Yeah.
But he did have a mount in here, and a minute ago when I was looking at the program here, it still listed his name, but now it's changed over, so they did update that.
That has happened before, though, Joseph. Just to let you know, if you're in the last race and a jockey gets hurt, and maybe all the other jockeys have gone home, that horse will scratch. If they don't have another jockey, it has to scratch, and that has happened before.
Yes.
Hey, Kirby Thomas.
Thanks for tuning in, Kirby. We appreciate you. The horses have already run like a mile and a half.
I know, seriously. This is like a marathon race. The jockeys are already up at happy hour. Getting the half price appetizers. Man, by the time they run this race, this classic high five could be up to 20 grand.
It just keeps growing. People are still betting it. It's crazy.
The 4-horse just been chilling. He's like,
Yeah,
you
the
idiots.
horse is chilling over there. Bet the 4.
He is. He's like, oh, you idiots just keep running around in a circle. I'm just going to stand over here. Don't mind me. I'm calling the 4 the sleepy horse because he just, he's like, I'm not walking. Oh, we're going, okay, let's see. We all seem to be going to our stall here. This is good. You got to put the starting gate. See if we can get it. All right, at least we're all back now in our. Oh, here come the
Here they
jockeys.
come.
Okay. We're all wearing orange.
Jockeys have
Okay.
entered the paddock. You know what a good rye is, Groundhog. I like Knob Creek rye. It's a low end budget, but I think Knob Creek rye is a very good budget rye.
Here come the jockeys. So is Assiniboia like Mountaineer where they always wear the same colors? Am I
Yes,
just noticing this?
They wear the saddlecloth colors.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Sean, for the last time this season at Assiniboia
sir.
Downs.
Riders up!
Love it.
Might be Wednesday before we're done, Sean.
Yes. Seriously. I hope they don't take like 10-minute, like, you know. Like, don't even do the post parade. Just say,
Yeah, let's just go.
you,
Go straight to-
you,
go straight to
you,
the
you,
gate.
you, and you. Here you go. Go bet. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Okay, I can remind you. I'll remind myself what the conditions are. Okay, the conditions are claiming 5,000 non-winners of 3, purse 10,200, which have never won 3 races.
Horses are on the track.
They are on the track. Yeah. Six furlongs. They had to get curtain stretched back from happy hour.
Number 1 is Dogwood's Millie Jane, owned by Francis Nelson, trained by Tom Gardaby Jr. with Sachin Paris.
One last time,
Number
we'll listen
2
to the
is
call.
No Barbed
Here.
Wire, owned and trained by Marion Johnston with Siobhan Bell. Number 3 is Mini Glazed Donut, owned by Jay Goy Racing, trained by Tiffany
Demario
Husbands
Bino.
with Demario Bino. Number 4 is Spun Out of Control, owned by Artisan Farms, trained by Steve Kepling Jr. with Siobhan Townsend. Number 5 is Mystery Dance,
On his toes.
owned by Stella Racing, trained by Stephen Gaskin with Lenny C. Charon. Number 6 is By Request, owned by Jeff Goy and Sue Kathler, trained by Carl Anderson with Javanil Patterson. Number 7 is Olive's Candy, owned by Jerry Lambert, trained by Tom Gardapi Jr., new rider Sierra Pruitt. Number 8 is That's What He Said, owned by Jared Brown and John Gannis, trained by Jared Brown with Neville Stevenson. Rounding out the field is number 9, Sneaky Situation, owned by Scott McKenzie, Madison Leonard, and Michael Petrenko, trained by Carlos Moreno with Antonio Whitehall. Classic high five wagering. Here in race 7, they'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
Wow, the 9's the prohibitive favorite here.
Yes.
Antonio Whitehall.
I still kind of like the 3. And it's funny that it's Bino and Whitehall, your top 2
Yeah.
riders. Bino gets the hat trick if he wins.
All right, thanks for your patience there. Getting ready.
There you go.
All right, while they're doing that, Sean, let's do this.
All right. 3-9 with 3-9 with
We're gonna
all.
play a $2 trifecta. We're playing 3-9 with
With
3-9 with
with all. Like it.
Just bring it home. That'll be $28.
Love it.
And I'm gonna throw this in here as well.
Three, 9, 4, 5, 1. Love it.
39451. Everybody put your dollar in, but the 39451, we're gonna bring home this last race, high five, ice cold.
Love it. Danny H, 3459 exactly. Straight. Hopefully catch the big 4. With the Hail Mary cashing. Love it. Going to the gate one last time, folks. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Hot Rod needs the 1 to the 9 for the pick 3 and 4. Okay, there you go. Wow, the 1 would be great for you, Hot Rod. Two minutes to post. Which means you technically have 4 minutes to post. They'll walk into the gate. We're getting to the gate here.
Well, that was crazy.
Uh-huh.
StreamYard has definitely been crazy tonight. It just died on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, this has been very crazy tonight.
I was sitting here talking, and all of a sudden it just went black and was
I know,
gone.
completely gone, I know. Oh, let me bring up the sound here. One last time. I'm in Kurt.
Next up, no barbed wire. Here comes mini glazed donut.
Mini glazed donut.
Spun out of control is next. It's now Mystery Dance's turn. By request walks up and in. Here comes Olaf's
2,000
Candy.
in the classic high five.
Unbelievable.
Just two left to load. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Now just waiting on the 8-5 favorite. Sneaky situation.
We got a sneaky situation.
They're all set. They're at the post.
For the last time this season. And
Yes,
they're
sir.
off.
And they're off. From the middle of the track, by request. Sent out to challenge for the early lead. On the outside, sneaky situation. Up forward early. On the inside, mini glazed donut and Dogwood's Millie Jane in between horses. Spun out of control. Also there early to the far outside. That's what he said. And your trailers are going to be Olive's Candy with Mystery Dance and no barbed wire. 24-2 the opening quarter. Sneaky situation has the advantage by 3/4 of a length. Spun out of control in an all-out drive on the inside. That's what he said. To the outside, rallying from the middle of the pack. That's by request. They hit the head of the lane. 47-2 the half mile. It's spun out of control and sneaky situation. They're up by 3 with a 16th of a mile to go. Sneaky situation. Spun out of control. Has found more late and spun out of control is going to win it. Sneaky
Spun Outta
situation in
Control.
second. Third's going to go to Mystery Dance. And fourth to By Request.
This is $4.90, right? $4.90. What happened to that 3?
He went up in between horses and something happened and it was like he got squeezed and he just backed him out and backed him off.
Yeah, see, we were onto something there, Tim. We should have gone
Yeah.
with the horse that was just resting while everyone else was going around in 8,000 circles. This guy
Exactly.
was just chilling, having a.
Well, the 4 was my third pick.
I know, yeah, exactly,
I
yeah.
had 394.
The Stewart's supposed to number
Yeah,
4.
something
under
happened because
control.
he eased him.
As your race winner. Second goes to number 9, Seeky Situation. Third to number 5, Mystery Dance. Fourth
Mystery
to number
Dance.
6, By Request. And fifth to number 2, No Barbed Wire. They went the opening quarter 24-2. The half 47-2. 5 furlongs, 1 minute. Time for the 6 furlongs. 1:13-4.
One.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold all tickets.
Yeah.
There's a rider's objection here in race
Well,
number
the
7.
three may have, yeah.
Yeah, he went up in between and something happened because he fell back immediately and then he kept going backwards and then he completely pulled him up. But something definitely
Ladies and
happened.
gentlemen, Sachin Paris, aboard number 1, Dogwoods Millie Jean, has claimed interference against your unofficial winner, number 4, Spun Out of Control,
Ooh.
and jockey Siobhan Townsend.
That's
Rider's
interesting.
objection, 1-on-4.
Like they didn't.
Well,
wanna go
what
home.
sucks now though is if they take the 4 down, the 9 chalky 4 to 5 favorite will win.
I have the 5 across.
Have a good night, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. So nice of you to join us anytime, my friend. Circle K. Thanks, Bobby.
Now
As
entering
always,
the
my
winner's
friend.
enclosure, the unofficial winner here in race 7. That's
Joseph,
number 4, Spun Out of
Now,
Control.
where does this
Spun Out of
happen? Any
Control,
idea
the
when
dark
where
bay
this
round,
happened?
only 3 years old.
It was
Spun to Run,
on the
under mare
backstretch
Pioneer
still
Women
before they went
by
into the
Pioneer
far
of the
turn.
Nile.
Oh,
Owned by
okay,
Artisan
okay.
Farms, trained by Steve Kepler Jr., and ridden to unofficial victory by Siobhan Townsend.
Why
That's
do you
John
take
Locke.
a picture if it's
13
not?
and
You know what I'm
4.
saying?
Well, they figure
Said
out
the
the
results
objection
stand
here.
official.
I mean,
Congratulations
here we
goes up
are,
to
Assiniboia
jockey
Downs,
Siobhan
another meet
Townsend.
over.
Scores the double.
Look at us.
Wins.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Once again, there is a rider's objection here in race
Look
number
at us.
7. 1-on-4.
Joseph, I've never seen another track that
Okay,
does
so where's,
that.
where's the one now?
This is the one on the rail.
How are you gonna prove anything there?
It has to be before that
What?
because now they're already way past the one's back here.
Yeah.
So it has to be in here,
Yeah.
right there. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, don't see it.
No.
Don't see it. I don't see anything either.
With everybody's technology, I don't understand how we don't have a corner, like, around the corner videotape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can never see anything on the maybe it comes in a little bit. How would you prove that?
No, that's got to be a whole lot of nothing right there.
It does kind of have to take up. We need more cameras and less trees.
Ladies and gentlemen, after reviewing the films, the stewards have disallowed the claim of
that-
foul
There's
That's
no
what I
way.
said.
You
There was a
can't
whole lot of
prove
nothing.
anything there.
Whole lot of nothing.
Will
That was a
become
whole lot of
official.
nothing. If we had a camera, maybe you could see it closer. But I'm just saying, but that.
Well, now it's time to head up to the clubhouse.
Oh,
That's it.
there you
Clubhouse,
go,
Sean.
Crazy hour.
Kurt. Thank you,
Beer,
sir,
wine, and
for your
shots,
amazing calls.
$5 and 25% off all appetizers.
Oh, let's
Plus
all head
a
up to
free
the happy hour.
$500 cash draw.
Very good.
Sean,
Well,
get us out of here.
Yeah, well, with that, my friends, we thank everybody for joining us all year in Assiniboia. We've had a blast with you. We've had more winning nights than losing nights, which has been awesome. But he's got his hat right there, my friends. To everybody up there in Assiniboia, thank you so much. To Jenny, Marv, Ethan, Neil, everybody who's been with us. Groundhog, exactly. We'll see you guys soon. Let's go, Keeland. Talk to you soon.